Wow, that's called We'll Meet Again by Jeremy Blake. This is a real good one. Last one was Power Up. This is the Emperor's Army. And this will be the last one. We'll get to the videos. Hi, Relentless. Aw, thanks. I just moved my hips. Hi, Donkey Sean. Alan Vic Rosie Rita. Alan Vic Moshish. Hi. Okay. I'm roasting. Holy moly, it's hot. I'd have to get my big fan. Oh, jeez. Hello to the 14 in the on Exile Island in Fiji, where all the snakes are, and you climb up this tower and you look out over the beautiful Fiji waters. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. But I wished Yao Man had won. Not because he's, you know, older and Oriental or whatever, but he deserved it. He deserved it. And you guys, he actually gave a homeless young man that was invited to be on the show, real nice person, but he didn't have a car, and he gave the $60,000 Ford, I want to say 450, but anyway, apparently it's a $60,000 truck, not car. And that was so neat. But he said, if you win immunity, you need to give it to me if we're down to 4 people, or 5, so he can be in the 4th running for the million. The guy changed his mind. He got voted off. I just couldn't even believe it. I almost started crying. Anyway, and you know, for someone to do that, this man was homeless from the age of 7 because his mother did drugs and stuff, and you could tell, he was crying and everything. His eyes are red, you could see the tears. But what I think about it is the desperation, in a way, of really wanting and needing that money. He had to go back on his morals or whatever. And you really can't, blame someone for that when they've struggled for so long. And apparently he had a son. So it was so good, so good, so good. And now this next time, they're going to be in China. And we'll be starting the episode probably tomorrow. My daughter and I. This looks so fuzzy. Let me see the camera. Oops. Is that a little better? I just don't know. But anyway, you guys, I said hi to some of the people that came in. Thank you for being here. And yeah, hi everyone. Thank you. So please hit the like if you're willing. And my friend Team Rose, and we've had our own issues in the past. Hi Sherry. Hi. We're friends again, and it feels good, because when we were friends before our falling out, it felt really good. It felt really right. And I'm not going to get into what happened, but it was a good year or more ago. No, it was a year and a half ago. Can you even believe it? So I remember it was around springtime, right? And here we are, what? May, June, July, August, September, 5 months later. So almost a year and a half. And I found a channel of hers. I'm actually not going to expose what channel it is, on purpose or anything. And I watched back the lives and everything. And it explains a lot. It shows a lot. It proves a lot. It shows how someone 10 years ago, like Team Rose, was so horribly harassed by her ex-husband, apparently, and his then wife. And she's still going through it in different ways. But this was all new to her and scary. And I asked her permission today when I was up on panel with her and Maria G. And oh my gosh, that was so intense. For me, it felt like old times, like it just did. And that felt right, because, we're all 3 of us are kind of alike in different ways. And it's like a sisterhood. Like, I'm not even kidding. And people don't understand it and that kind of thing. But when you're the exact same age as someone, and you're on your own, you know, and your kids are grown, but mine live here and hers are out on their own. And then you have so many familiarities from the past. Everything from her going to college on the East Coast, which I did in Johnston, Vermont, and she was in college, shoot, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't think it was New York. But we just have these similarities. And I think she's full-fledged Norwegian, and I'm 80%. And it's incredible. Hi, Arisha Adrina. So I'm trying to do a live each day, and my new channel name is BREWED AWAKENIng. And I'm not waking up in time to have well, hi, Wild Angel, to have my pumpkin spice, you know, I call it pumpkin spice girls coffee. But I was up pretty late last night. I was up till 4 in the morning checking on things on my iPad, and then finally just being able to shut it down. So it hasn't happened in the morning yet. Eventually it will. I'll get into the routine of things. But I gotta honestly say, it just, you know, I tried to be cognizant of the fact that at times I can overtalk and interrupt easily, and so I sat back more and listened a little more. But then I started talking about Summer Wells with her, and Ernie Shell and his beliefs and help in that situation, and all this other stuff. And anyway, it was on Maria G's channel, and it looks like it was privated, because I tried to look at the beginning part. It's like 9 hours long or something, some crazy long live. And I forgot that I wasn't even on Team Rose's panel. I was over on Maria G's, and I should have said to her, thanks for letting me come up on panel, but I think I said, Rose, thanks for letting me. All right, so we're just gonna get to these videos. The lighting, the bright color, and all that of Rose's auburn hair and her blue eyes 10 years ago is very different on an Apple iPad from this little Amazon, which are where the videos, which, I mean, I had to film them off, or onto, I had to film them onto the Amazon iPad, because this is my YouTube video thing. So I'm going to go over here, and I'll turn off the fan when I start this stuff. And let's see. And I'm going to turn off the light. And you guys will get, okay, now where is stuff? You guys will get, okay, my hand's there. You'll get a feeling and an idea of why things are even so much more traumatic with anything. And she's admitted, she strikes back, and she's defensive. And that, when you feel like you have to defend yourself all the time, it really sucks. And I've been there with that too. Okay, so this is Team Rose. She has her own channel, and one of them she took down, or it got taken down, I'm not really sure, recently. And I think she took it down herself. But wait, where's the thing now? Where is the thing? Oh, is it down here? Oh, you guys. Now I can't see anything. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's right here. And I think the lighting will be a little better on this if I turn it off. So this is one of her first ones after she went from blonde to, you know, this auburn, pretty red-haired color. And she has a lot of followers, and a lot of people understand where she's coming from, but a lot of people do not. And this is to show people how, you know, feeling nervous and afraid and untrusting of many people, possibly ones she doesn't even need to not trust. But this is how it can develop and start, with this crazy stalking and hacking into her computer. And like I said, it all started with her, you know, then ex and his new wife. And she had mentioned on her live a stepmother was involved, a court was involved, money was involved, all kinds of different aspects. So let's see here.
Because I'm probably going to still do similar kind of stuff. And then I have these two different laptops, because one of them has viruses in it. And
is this literally the
somebody
first
put a guest
one?
user on.
Oh, good grief. Let me make sure this is the first one I want to show. No, it isn't. It's clear back here. Okay. Now what? Can't even hear it, can't anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's going to be on the bottom of the screen. Oh my God. My tremors were not...
Hey guys, so look, I'm a redhead. I'm an auburnette. After years of wanting to be an auburnette, I am finally an auburnette. So, not a blonde. And I've made like 3 different videos talking about it, and I just feel like I have to introduce my new self on my Dev Director channel. I changed it to introduce you guys to Rose Red, my new character. And my channel is going to be done in my new character, Rose Red, Rosalind Redding, nicknamed Rose Red. So, and I'm going to talk about, in my new channel, all the skincare stuff, and the hair care stuff, and the aging stuff, and whatever else I can think of. I'll probably do a lot of other things that I did on my other channel. Like, this is going to be a new channel evolving into something new, and I want to go in different directions with it. And I'm going to use a different name for my protection and the protection of my children, and to keep, to try to keep the stalkers away best I can, and the hackers, which have been a drag dealing with the last few months, which is why I've hardly done anything, because I've been feeling like I just can't stand all that hacking and stalking of people that are not strangers. I'm only in danger because of people that I know who, you know, need to stop. And well, I'm not going to talk about any names or anything in my new channel. I just want to, I'm going to call it the Rose Red Ramble, since I tend to ramble, but unless I've got something specific going on. So anyway, what do you guys think of my new hair? What do you think of this color? I just made a video about how I was going to color it today, and then I found this shampoo and conditioner with auburn color in it, which is just like it's 8 washes to get you through to your next coloring. And there's something about this color that I like, which is fading, and you can see it at the top, but I almost hate to change it because I really actually like this color. And this hair has gone through a long process to even get to this color, which is fading, but I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed being not a blonde. It's a whole thing when you're not a blonde. It's a whole big world out there. You know, a lot of people want to be a blonde and have blondishness about them because, you know, blondes have more fun or whatever. Maybe they do. That's a whole thing I'm going to do a talk about being a blonde and not being a blonde, and how, you know, when you're not a blonde, you don't get blonde hate. which you get when you're blonde. So anyways, I'm going to post this as an introduction from my DD Dancer, the director, my real life series, my channel that is now going to become Rose Red's channel. And I don't know if I should start a whole new channel because I have all my followers and my subscribers, and I want to keep you guys. So, well, we'll see how it goes. We'll just figure it out. But I'm probably not going back to blonde for a while, or maybe I will. I'm not sure. I might change my hair blue because now I'm all about dyeing my hair. I didn't dye my hair for years, and now I'm all about dyeing. I love dyeing my hair. It's like the funnest thing ever. Can't believe I missed out all these years. I didn't have to dye my hair. I had nice hair. But now that, I don't know. It's partly being past the age of 50. You want to change things. You want to change your name. You want to change your what you do, change relationships. It's partially the whole middle age thing. It's also a sign of the whole awakening thing when you change things. And there's a lot of reasons to change when you're after the age of 50. Women like to change. Women change after the age of 50. Men probably do too, to some degree, some men, but women definitely do. So I'm going to talk about skincare and hair color and body stuff, and I'm going to have a whole new workout thing I want to do, and I'm going to talk about women's issues and men and women and relationship issues, social issues, all the things that are going on. And that's what I'm going to talk about in my new channel with my new hair, which I like because I think you get more respect when you don't have blonde hair. You get more respect in a way when you're blonde, but in another way you don't. So it's very interesting. It's complicated. It's a complicated society. So welcome to my new channel. I'm going to post this on my DD Dancer channel and then slowly, get you over to my new channel. And see how that goes. I hope my followers follow me along because I love you guys. All right, talk to you guys soon because thanks for hanging in there. Hope you stick with me. Love ya.
Wherever you're headed, Discount Tire wants to get you there safely.
So, check something really quick. Here's the, oh gosh. Oh, okay. Okay, this one is 7 minutes, 38 seconds long, and it's just to give you some insight into how on a daily basis she went through stuff. And now, 10 years later, the age of 63, it's actually worse. And again, has she been perfect to people? No, and she knows that and she admits that. But people are like going real life on her now, sending naked pictures and things in envelopes. She's gotten 14 of them to her home from different parts of the United States. And there's a lot of trolling going on in her channel. And people are saying that she's sending these letters to herself. And there's just a gamut of things.
Guys, it's me with my new hair, and this is the last couple days I'm going to have this hair because I'm going to color it again. So I wanted to make this video really quick of me and my new hair with my dark eyebrows because it's changing, and I'm going to pick a new color, and I'll probably talk about that too in my next video. But I'm thinking about starting a new channel, which is just different than this channel. And I still wear my crystal, but now I have this new necklace, which is got little Indian rubies around it from East India. And I got it as a special magic luck charm because I needed some extra magic and some help in my life to get through what was going on. So I'm just making this video to kind of like introduce my new hair color. Since I'm not a blonde anymore right now, I might become a blonde again, and by the time I post this video, my hair will be totally different. I'm still trying to kind of hide from my hackers and my stalkers, which is a drag, let me tell you. It's harassment, but I just don't trust that they're going to stop. So what do you think of this color? See, it's reddish. It's like auburn. And my roots are coming in, so that's why it's time to dye it. I did want to talk about something, though, that I tried, because I've been just completely gaining weight from being middle-aged, having stress, you know, that whole pot belly thing that guys have, those men with the big pot belly, I understand that now. I understand how you just want to relax your stomach and you don't want to have to be sucking it in all the time and tightening it. It doesn't feel good. You just want to be able to relax the stomach. So I've definitely, got this little paunch going on. And if I was braver, I would do a before and after with my real belly. And I might do that if I get courageous enough, because I'm pretty insecure about my body usually. So I have to be in really, really, really good shape for anybody wanting to see it, and it's been a while since I've been in really good shape. No, I'm not terrible, but anyway, so when you have some weight that you're gaining and you want to quickly try to stop it, I did discover a couple things that really helped me, and it's sort of embarrassing to buy these products, but I'm telling you, they work, and one of them is this. You ever hear of Fat Girl Slim, which is basically this in backwards, which I bought from probably Kohl's or something in my desperation. And you know what? I think it actually helps. I think you just rub it on your stomach, and it helps. And I was also putting it on my arms right here, because when you get old, you get this disgusting, this whole area underneath. I have to work out more. So I put it there. And I also got this stuff called Love Handler for your love handles. And you use this in the daytime. And then I got this stuff for the nighttime. Fat Girl Sleep. So while you're sleeping, it reduces your fat. And I think it actually does help. This stuff is great too. It's all the same company. And, upper body arms. Gosh, I love to wear tank tops. So see how jiggly? I gotta get weights. I gotta work out. Now that things are shifting for me a little bit, I think, I'm not gonna trust it till it's in writing, but things in my personal life seem to be shifting for the better in some ways. So if that's really true, I'll never 100% trust it after what I've been through, but if that's true, then I can focus on living my life and not just trying to protect my life. I'll always be protecting it, but that's a whole long story. Anyways, so it's good to make a video. By the time I post this, this video will be a little older. I want to do my whole day-to-day, moment-to-moment in my real life series, but I feel so in danger from all the hacking and the stalking I've been through in the last year. I'm still not totally comfortable, so this is why I dyed my hair. But when you're not a blonde, it's totally different. And I really love this color. I love being not a blonde, and I love having this reddish hair. So this is my new hair color, but I'm about to change it. And I was gonna show you the new color, but then I wasn't sure because of this whole hacking. When people are hacking you and stalking you, and creating a dangerous situation for you, it's extremely unnerving. It's abusive, actually. And I gotta fix that. So I don't know if I can. I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, so I just want to talk about that Fat Girl Slim stuff because it's awesome. And the other thing that's really good, which I will quickly point out, is that tea that I've already talked about. Tiny Tea Talks. That stuff is amazing. This stuff. Tiny Tea Talks. Tiny Tea. Keeping this going. And then the other stuff, which is really, really good, is this. Where is it? What the heck did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Bad video. Fit Tea. This is really good, too. This tastes a little sweet after a while. You get sick of it, but it makes you, flushes out your system. That's important. Okay, so anyway, this is just my last video with this. This is just, I've got to take a shower. I've got to fix this hair. I've got to fix everything. Very rambly. But I just wanted to say hi and introduce myself with my new hair. And I'm going to have a new channel. And I have almost like a new name and everything. But geez, I wish I could relax. But when you have people who have been after you and trying to attack everything you do and everything you say, and they watch your Facebook page and they're in your email. You can get restraining orders against people who do that. You have to prove it, but I can prove it actually. So if I could be free of all of that, my life would be free, and I would be free, and I would be able to. They don't want me to feel free. They want me to feel constricted and harassed because that's who they are. So, but I'm not giving details right now. One of these days, I guess I'll talk about it. But what do you think of my new hair? What do you think of my color? I like it on me. I think it's good. Because being a blonde, you have to deal with people who hate blondes. And there's a lot of that. You know? Anyway, guys, I want to say more, and I will. I'll make more videos. When I dye my hair this new color, we'll see how it looks. For all I know, it's going to look really similar to what it is now because my hair seems to want to be two different colors. It wants to be blonde, light blonde, and dark reddish brown or auburn. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I love you. Thanks for watching, guys. Big kiss.
Okay. And again, for anyone that sees this later on or might be in chat now, I did get permission. I never play anybody's stuff, but she gave me permission. And I wanted to show people where it started, things that she's gone through. So let's see. All right, now I'm gonna put this around and then this here and then do this. Okay, that worked. Whoops, now I lost it. Darn it. Okay, gallery. Okay. Oh shoot. Fiddlesticks. Make sure I'm not blocking the, gotta make sure I'm not blocking the speaker. Okay, I think it's, all right, let me peek at something. Oh my God, it would have blocked the speaker. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I need to get a little piece of masking tape, or I mean tape. I have no idea who's here at this point. Let me see. Hi, guys. Yeah, Sherry, this is my new channel name, BREWED AWAKENIng. But like I said, I'm not able to really get up in the morning yet. But I didn't want to have a specific topic. You know what I mean? All right, let's see here. Is this gonna work? Let me see. Oh, fiddlesticks. There. All right. Okay, so here's the next one. This one's a little longer, but I only filmed part of it. These are more Rose's happy-go-lucky days, even though it started out with a lot of strife and problems for her.
Hey guys, it's Rose Red. I'm gonna do a Rose Red ramble, and what is also referred to as a Red Rose ramble. Rose Red ramble, Red Rose ramble, Rose Red, Red Rose, interchangeable, just either way. You know, however it flows to make more sense. And so this is my new channel. It's my new phase. It's my new character. It's the new me. And when you become an auburnette, you have to have eyebrows that go with the whole auburn thing. Which means you need to put on fake eyebrows if your real eyebrows are blonde, like mine. So now, you buy a box and you become whatever you want. You can become a blonde. You can become an auburnette. And you have to do this all the time. It's more maintenance, right? And then I thought I'm going to do a channel or a series. Okay, what was it? Yeah, a series, but a video, or it's either going to be an individual video or a series called
Hi, just a small town girl.
The Middle-Aged Rose.
This is exactly 10 years ago.
Right? And then the aging Rose. And there's, of course, the dying Rose, which comes later. And, what was the other one? I thought it was funny. But I think it works, since my name is now.
I asked her permission if I could show these.
My videos will all be related to my character of Rose.
So people would have an idea where some of the stalking,
dark stuff,
paranoia,
it was too light, it was too pale, you just didn't
and fear started.
Be that fair-haired and then get away with dark makeup. And now that I'm Rose Red. Because the name is Rose Redding, so the nickname is Rose Red, who does a series of videos called The Red Rose. There's lots of things called The Red Rose.
This is when she lived in California.
It's called The Red Rose Ramble.
She's
The Rose Red Ramble.
52
Red
here.
Rose Ramble.
Because
the Rose Red Ramble.
I show a little birthday one of her.
Rose, the Rambling Rose. Rose is a commonly used term, name in a way, and some people associate it with, saucy French, cabaret, naughty girl behavior, slutty probably, or burlesque, or too sexy and naughty at the same time. So, but also, you know, rose can be taken many ways. I think it's friendly name. And his hair. I needed red. I needed ruby in my world desperately. And that was told to me by not only my own self and instincts, but my good Indian friends from India who said that I needed a ruby. And I think it was more than just the ruby, it was the red. It was the power color I needed to get my power back. You know, because people can really take you down, you know. So I'm thinking about even having, like, since I have nothing in the way of eyelashes, I'm thinking of actually wearing fake eyelashes. Although I've never had good eyes for that because my eyes are I look so serious. More serious as a redhead, a dark, you know. I could be a lawyer. Huh. If I could just get rid of this. Speaking of necks, I think these things like this, fat girl sleep, fat girl
Frankly,
slim,
I agree
the
with you. Just a
handler
small town
and
girl.
stuff that's supposed to get rid of.
She has, the whole vibe is
53-year-old
different now.
neck. So, I'm going to be honest about my age.
I peek at his channel now and
And
then, and I
honest
want him
about
to
my,
do well, but
you know,
it's not even a quarter of the way it used to be.
my age. And everything else is a character. So, or my experience with the products. So I still haven't washed my hair with this, but I definitely need to. Oh, so dark. Oh God, dark and gray coming in. And I used this before I've been extending this color for the longest time. I bought this stuff, that root stuff. The root rescue. This stuff, root touch up.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
You know, and this was medium auburn, reddish brown, this is way more reddish, and the box doesn't look anything. It looks way too dull brown. It's
Yeah.
But I already said I bought.
Exactly, Oki. Yes.
Oops, I bought this for fun. Look at that color.
Team Rose is getting letters sent to her
That's too much.
of nude photos.
You know?
14 now. This is what people are going real life on her, threatening to spread them around to her neighbors.
As an actress, you would dye your hair apart, but to change my hair color.
Yeah. So I asked her when I ran across this channel, because I was able to.
Rose red. You know? I'm still gonna talk about.
She looks like an actress in a lot of these videos.
And,
I think.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, and she's a quick talker, and she knows it.
This is my new channel.
And she can hit below the belt, but and she's admitted to this stuff. We all can hit below the belt, but it's I'm shocked all these years she's even stayed on the internet. You ever on Facebook? Yeah.
I mean,
well, no.
You feel these sharp tease that
she's back on YouTube.
You're supposed to always use cream with it. That's water-based and not oil-based, which I find it annoying because I only have most of my stuff is oil-based.
She has a new channel with the yellow sunflower on it.
And so you notice it.
And I think it's called Radical Rose. So type in Radical Rose YouTube channel, and if you see the yellow sunflower on her avatar, that's it.
This is going whether I'm contacting my skin or not. This only goes when I contact my skin and do something.
She reminds me of Truthfully Trisha.
Really does help.
Yeah, me
They
too.
both do. I think this is good, but you just don't.
Okie,
You
I
just
told her
notice
it's
it
just a
later.
matter of time till anyone can have a stroke or a heart attack, especially learning about
Why do
stress-induced
women
ones and
dye their
having one
hair get reddish
myself.
brown or purpley brown?
Well,
when they
this
get older?
radical
Is it
Rose,
because
she changed
this
her
color
avatar
is a strengthening, empowering color? Is it because it makes people
to a
younger? I mean, why do
sunflower,
we all pick this color?
and then
Is it,
her
I mean,
blonde,
this
shorter hair.
highest chakra? I don't know. I think there's something about this color.
But
Rose
you know,
red.
she just started out
Rose
here.
red. Rose red. Rose redding.
She's a little more happy-go-lucky. You know, now she
So,
lives in damn fear. She even left her house, you guys.
That's my new name for my new channel.
Oh, that's good. Just a
I
small
wonder how
town
many people
girl.
will come over
Nice to
to a
hear
new
from
channel,
you.
from my old channel. I guess we'll find out. And you know, I don't know everything that
Yeah.
that Rose Redding is gonna do, or Rosalind Redding, or Rosalind Rose, or whatever, Rosie Rose, whatever nickname you can make up.
Yeah.
When you take on a new name for the purposes of a character for entertainment, or which is product review, advertisement, entertainment, creative channel. Also, could be a moneymaker if it went that way, you know. So when you live a life where people are constantly looking for ways to make you look bad, it's just way more constricting. And then you have to deal with the law and all of that, what that means, which is a lot. So I'm going to try this. This is shampoo with auburn color. I mean, the color is very, it's supposed to be something you do, I think it's a light on it. Come on. You get 8 washes and you leave it in for 2 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I mean, I've only known her for 2 years.
Stalkers away from my channel, and they figure out how to get into your stuff through your browser and your IP numbers, and we're trying to do this so they can't keep following and chasing me. It's really wrong to continuously stalk other people's stuff. They hack in. It's unfair. You know? Let people share what they want to share. Don't go spying into other people's lives. So, I hear you can get really fined heavily for spying, sneaking into other people's emails. Okay, guys, I love you. Thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe, because I'm becoming one of those YouTubers that says subscribe all the time. It's so annoying. Rose Red.
She looks, to me, I realized a little bit like Nicole Kidman. Although Nicole Kidman, that actress, is blonde now. But yeah, so now here's another one where, she's talking about what she's going to do that evening for her birthday. And, she adores her children, and she's by herself down by the water, and she's literally turning 53. And, I'm being accused now from people that I have Stockholm syndrome and a trauma bond and all this. No, I want to have peace with everybody. And I don't want to pick sides. And this is the thing. I don't have the choice anymore because of having that stress-induced heart attack in April. I don't have the choice to stick my even pinky toe in the waters of other people's stuff. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, and for the first time in a year and a half, ladies, I was up on panel with Maria G. and Rose earlier, and we talked about, Summer Wells and Ernie Shell's car accident and bullying and the letters she's gotten. And, I mean, that's a lot. Letters from, I asked her where they were from. There's some from Tennessee, or one from Kentucky, one from Ohio, one from North or South Carolina. I can't remember. Um, and then, other places. And so it's the exact same writing. And, you know, I mean, it's just, it's sad because she's to the point where she almost thinks, I mean, it seems like anyway, that every avatar out there, she's kind of feels she knows who it is and is kind of after her. And I commented once, before she'd even let me up on her panel again, I said, you know, for you, for her, trust is gone. I mean, we're talking gone, gone. And it's slowly coming back, thank God, with me. She accepted my friend request and we're in Messenger. But I said, be prepared. Be prepared for people to attack us now, to clone me and go into your chat and say, oh, I just befriended you, Rose, so I can hurt you some more, da 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 da. And Maria G said the same thing. So we made like a pact on Maria G's panel that, we're going to go to the other person and ask or just simply not believe it because it's just not me. I don't even have a sock account. I wouldn't do it if I did. I don't clone people. To me, that's really immature to do any of that. So, yeah. So, okay, this is her birthday one.
Hey guys, today is my 53rd birthday, and I am sitting on this incredibly beautiful beach, which I will share with you at this bird sanctuary.
Oh God, the picture's terrible.
It is so beautiful. My old crystal has been broken, and it's not on
Amazon
right now. But it's
iPad.
all good because see where I am. Oh, I saw a seal. He's so cute. He looks just like a black lab swimming in the water. So today is my birthday. I'm 53, and I want to make a video for my YouTube channel. And I'm feeling this incredibly beautiful golden light. I wish I had the crystal to reflect the sun right now, and that I had some lipstick on, but but you know what? This circle, it is ultimately the circle that is the most powerful symbol, so it is here. And the other crystal served me.
Yes, Sophie. Yes.
It is, I have embraced the energy of that crystal. I don't need to wear it anymore, or at least not right now, so that's fine. And look, that is San Francisco, and kind of hazed over. So I feel very happy, and I want to share my happy energy with you. Wouldn't it be great if we could get 48 million people on the planet to feel the happy energy that I feel right now? I've been very blessed. I want to share the blessings with you. I almost wish my hair was blonde right now, but that's okay. Everything's okay. Look where I am. I mean, I have to be okay because I am right here. And this is one heck of a beautiful place. And today's my birthday, and I'm going to be celebrating with my two daughters, my two incredibly beautiful, amazing daughters, who are the most wonderful girls in the world, and my BFFs, bestest friends for life. And we're going to eat chocolate cake and go dancing. And I am so excited. Oh, and we're going to make the watermelon cake cake, which is a special birthday cake that you make out of watermelon pieces. You just cut the watermelon into chunks and make a cake out of it, whatever kind of cake you want, as long as it looks like a cake in your mind, and you put a candle in it, and you make a wish on it, and you surround yourself with however many people that you can find, even if it's just one, that really want your wish to come true as much as you do, without any reservations, and you get together with that person, and you make the wish, and you say it 12 times together, holding hands on your birthday. That's how you make it happen. And my 2 daughters and I are really good at doing that. They are the best at wish making. I'm telling you. I really scored in the kid department. And my son and I talked. I had a wonderful conversation this morning, and he said so many truly insightful, wise, amazing things, and I could not be prouder of him and my daughters. I am so proud of my kids right now. I always am, but I'm always proud of them. Today, I am so in full, complete happiness and joy and proudness in a positive way about my 3 children. I know they're going to be fine. Thank you, God Goddess. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this beautiful place. Look at this place. Is this real? Sometimes I wonder if this is real. Because this doesn't seem real. It's too beautiful. Look at that. So, I'm really happy today for so many reasons. And my daughter is with me. And she turns 14 in a couple of weeks. My older daughter turns, 25? Oh my gosh. In exactly a month from today. And my mama turns 83 on August 13th. She and I always have birthdays at the same time, and we're exactly 30 years apart, so I always know how old she is. So I hope that this video somehow captures some of the really positive, good energy that I feel, because I want to share the energy that I feel. And I think you can share energy in a video. I think it does work out that way. So thank you for sharing with me this beautiful, gorgeous place. I just want to have a happy video, for when you need happy vibes. Oh, there's my goose friend. Hey, guy. I love that guy. He's so cute. He hangs out with me all day. And when I'm around, if he can. So cute. All right, love you guys. Thank you for sharing my birthday with me. 53. I'm trying to get it, 50s are not good numbers. I mean, after 50, it's like 51. I mean, who wants to be 51 or 53 or 57? Even 54 and 56. It's like, no. But the 50s are a great decade, and I like being in my 50s because I feel mature, as my mother would say in jest. At least for me. And I feel like I've done right by my kids, and I think that's the most important feeling. So they're all so awesome, and I feel really super close to every single one of them. So, it's all good. I'm in the sun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, yeah, 50s, the numbers, no. But 53, 5 plus 3 equals 8. So, and that's the infinity sign. And, that's part of the whole sacred geometry thing. So, it's okay. I'm making the most of it. Whatever, 53. I thought I might feel this way at 48. Took me a few more years than that, but that's okay, because sometimes you just gotta roll with it, Anyway, love you guys. Big kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for watching my channel and being a fan and subscribing and liking stuff and responding and commenting. And I was going to say something about the haters, but let's just keep it all loving and positive. Okay, big kiss, guys. Mwah. Big love. 48 million strong chocolate dance club. That's coming. That's the next thing. Big kiss. Mwah.
Oh gosh, it just how much things can change in 10 years. You know, to me, these videos prove why she's such a fighter, a verbal fighter. And, you know, I mean, and lots of people get hurt out there on YouTube. It's just this video is to show where it started with Rose. And she didn't ask for this. She said this on her lives, that her ex-husband and his new wife and the stepmother and all this were just going for her left and right. And yeah, and here's another little one, so you get an idea of what happened to her down there with her computer in California 10 years ago.
I want to post links to my new stuff on my old channel, my current channel. I guess I'll do that. I'll figure out how to do that. I'm just kind of worried that my hackers will get into my account and shut it down, and so I can't use it anymore, because that's happened several times where all of a sudden I can't access my YouTube channel. Maybe that's just normal, but I always worry, and I worry about, losing access to my channel if that happens. I mean, what do I do, And YouTube can they can shut your channel down if they want to. They've done that to me before, because my hackers and my stalkers are always trying to ruin everything for me. Complain and whine about what I do, hack me, stalk me, watch every move I make, and then whine about it and complain about it and write emails about it. Oh my God, I hate those people. Please make them go away. Am I supposed to love my enemies? If that's what we're supposed to be doing on this planet, figuring out how to love your enemy, that's a pretty tall order. You know who could do that is my son. I'm working on that. I don't know why I should love my enemies, but that's when you don't love your enemies or find a way, that's when the world blows up. Many, many, many worlds have blown up, So look for the $48 million strong chocolate dance club. I don't know about the NBA club. I feel like I can never do that again because they ruined it, but after my daughter graduates from high school, I could probably do it. I don't get it is because that which harasses me about my club has a freaking porn addiction. So it was really the women, though. It's the women who are against each other. It's the second wives and the new wives and the stepmothers and their posse of evildoers that ruin things. It's more the women behind the projects than even the men that really make the world. We think it's the men and their violence and their stupidity sometimes, but and their hormones controlling their brains and all that stuff. But really, it's the women who don't know how to team up with each other. They go against each other, and I think that's the biggest reason why the world's horrible. So, how to bond with women who have screwed with you. How to at least stop hating them and wanting to destroy them. How to stop picturing really horrible things happening to them all the time. That's a good question. Because the women that have really screwed with my children, in my mind, they said they go through a lot of stuff that you wouldn't want to go through. One day I'm gonna make a video about it. But I think I've chosen to not do the violent reaction, and that's why I'm living in a safe new earth, or I died and went to heaven. I'm not sure, but I know I'm still alive on the planet because my body hurts all the time, so I'm not free and clear yet. But I do feel like at least I'm away from, anyways, guys, sorry I'm getting distracted. There's just like several different things going on that sometimes just come in. Look at my weird hair. I gotta wash it. Ooh, I gotta go. Okay, I love you guys. Come to my new channel because I would love to have you. Rose Red 48 or something, and I'll try to post a link unless my hackers screw with me, and also the 48 million strong chocolate dance club, where we have to really join the club, and let's make it fun and positive and something to look forward to every day, you know? So, all right, well, thanks for watching, and talk to you soon, guys. Love you. Big kiss. Mwah.
Okay, now there's one more. Or no, there's this part of one. Oops. And then one more.
Because I'm probably going to still do similar kind of stuff. And then I have these two different laptops, because one of them has viruses in it, and somebody put a guest user on there. Somebody came into my apartment and got my computer somehow and put a guest user on there and signed into my computer. And I don't know who did that, but I didn't do that. And somebody did that. And my apartment was being entered all the time. And, well, secretly, you know, I could tell. I wanted to get out of there, and I did. And, yeah, I didn't like that feeling, knowing that I would lock the door and, you know, I'd come back and that same lock was unlocked. So, that's why I'm not going to be, I know who my stalker is, and I know who my hacker is, and it's somebody that I know really well, not somebody who's some stranger from the internet. However, I am definitely, with my new channel, whatever I do in the future, I had all these really nice personal correspondences with people, which was really, really nice, and they wrote me, I got some really great letters, and I'm going to read all through all those letters one of these days. I'm going to make a video, but the $48 million MBA club, and all the fun, wonderful mail and things that happened from the club, which was all good, positive stuff, in my opinion, and my ex and his posse of women and legal people really crushed that, and also denied, you know, all the money that could have come through there, I could have and use and give and share, and, you know,
Oh, hi, Radical. Hi, Rose.
More and more from me and give me nothing to help me actually take care of a very, 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 very beautiful job. Anyway, but we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah.
But that has been a huge part of my life lately, and dealing with it has been astronomically ginormous, and put a lot of stress on me and a lot of stress
she
on
just
my life
came in, okay.
I'm doing my best to keep normal life going, and I'm pretty much doing. She's happy. She's
in the chat. Rose is in the chat, okay.
But that's kind of like why I'm in this sort of weird position of not really knowing how to keep going with my channel in a way that feels really safe. So I want to be safe, you know, but it's not, I feel safe from strangers. It's people that I know that I'm afraid of. So I have to do something about that. All right, I don't want to give away my whereabouts. I'm not going to. And I really want to talk about my new stuff, my new ideas, my new thoughts. I want to talk about the new stuff I've been trying. This is my new red hair, really dark. I wanted to talk about how I maintain it while I'm naturally a blonde, you know.
Oh, it was your ex's wife. I thought it was your ex too doing stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I did part of that, and then I worry about my health too. Well, yeah, you know, as we get older, we just really have no choice. I mean, like, you know, I thought, I said this on my live the other night. I thought, yes, he was involved, but the same way the women where they were doing most of the stuff behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah, Oki was saying how much she missed you, and it's a small town girl. I don't know if she's in chat anymore. Yeah. Well, and this is really honestly just 10 years ago. And, according to what this says, and I filmed your 53rd birthday or part of it. Oh, yeah. You get older quicker. Yeah. But I think, I told you this before I even saw these videos. Yes, yes. I just love your hair darker red like that because it does make, like you said in your video, your blue eyes pop. And in all honesty, I think the color, that vibrant color, makes you look younger. I mean, not that you need to look younger. Yeah, yeah. But I just, you're 63, I'm 63. I mean, I dyed mine a cherry chocolate because I didn't want, yeah. I've been black before and it's just too extreme. And so when I found this Ferreria chocolate cherry, I just love it. I don't know. I mean, I've been getting compliments on my live, and for me it's better than the orangey red at this point, Yeah. So people are just, I said on this live, you can dish it back and you can fight back, and sometimes we all hit below the belt and this and that, but this is showing proof, Rose, that this started a good 10 years or even before that with your MBA channel. Oh, I see. Yeah. I guess there's some like hennas. My friend Teresa in this town that I've known since 1991, the lady that was dating my ex. Yeah, and I can be too and everything, and you're just very quick with your tongue because you're a natural New Yorker, and or that's where you were born anyway, and you're smart and you're quick, and yeah. Yeah, I think about the dye going into my brain now and then, and it's but I'm just too vain to not color it at this point. Hello to the 14 on Exile Island on Survivor with all the snakes. Oh my goodness. And snakes meaning no one's a snake. I like to say different things than people being in the bushes because I'm completely, like, I didn't even really want to watch Survivor, and my daughter was, the episodes 25 years ago, and she saw the first one. She hadn't seen any more, and she's like, Mom, you want to see it with me? And I'm like, sure, why not? And now I'm addicted. So that's the show that we watch together. Now, this is the last one. It's that I filmed of your videos today. It took a little while, Rose. I had to film them onto my older iPad, right? Because I use my Apple iPad. The other one's Amazon that I got way back in the turtle days, sent to me from, I think her name was Chris, and now I can't even remember. So the lighting is a bluish kind of pink and whatever, not as vibrant on this iPad. But on my iPad, the color's better. But this one turned out pretty good. This is another one proving how you're hiding where you're living and this and that. You'll recognize this one too.
Instead of on me. How about that? That'd be fine. Why don't you do that?
Remember this?
I'm outside my apartment, and I wanted to make a quickie video because I feel like I'm not going to be using this computer anymore. Sorry, I'm distracted. I've got like 16 things on my... And I just wanted to... I I'm frustrated because I'm using a computer that's been hacked, and the email addresses have been hacked into. So when you open up an email address that's got a virus in it, you therefore you can put down a keylogger virus, which affects your entire computer, where your hackers and your stalkers can read every single keystroke, every single thing you do, which means that you know they're reading everything. They know all my passwords, which is, I can't even tell you how horrible it is to live with people who hate you after you. They want your money, they want your child, they want you to suffer, they just hate you because they, whatever, they're married to your ex or whatever, and they're friends, they just hate you, whatever. Some people love to hate,
Rose, they were jealous of you.
And,
I have a lot of charisma, beautiful lady, it's all
like,
jealousy.
I have to get a new channel, but it's frustrating because
oh my God, Rose.
It's just, being stalked and hacked into it's horrible, because you have to be so careful to try to avoid more of it, and if they want to get to you, they will. And it's easier to go on the run, but then why should you have to go on the run,
Oh my God.
Why don't you people just focus on yourselves instead of on me? How about that? Wouldn't that be fine? Why don't you do that?
Oh my God, Rose, that's just freaking disgusting.
The other thing is that this computer, I came home one day and someone had put in a guest access, which I didn't do. Somebody did that, which told me that somebody had physical access. You need physical access to Apple stuff, to get because Apple is usually designed really hard to hack into, and you need physical access, and they had physical access.
You never got your daughter, though, right?
I pretty much just bring my computers with me all the time. I have to drag them with me everywhere I go. I can't leave them at home. They're awful. Stop hacking me. Cease and desist. You will be receiving a cease and desist letter. Is this what you're supposed to do? Stop hacking me, you 2, 3, 4, 5 people. So I want to focus on positive stuff, but I have to get out of this, away from this hacking. I need to be able to, and I'm public, so it's not like you're not going to know things, but, for a while there, I realized that, and I love to write stuff, and I love to communicate with my friends, and I love to write private messages and emails, and for a while I just didn't write anything, because I knew that everything I wrote was being read by my enemies. Those 3 or 4 people that love to, I think, are addicted to harassing me. I think it's become an addiction. People can get addicted to stuff.
Well, you still look good. It's just the dark hair is vibrant.
The 48 million strong Chocolate Dance Club channel and the Rose Red channel. And
there's hennas you can buy, which are natural if you ever wanted to.
Finally, I'm going to be able to focus on it and really work on things and make
my God, really, Rose?
It's been a long time. I came out here where you feel like you can make dreams come true out west, and there's this gold rush feeling, like you do feel positive when you're in the West.
Oh, God, I didn't even know you drank back then.
You feel less caught up in the negative, depressing energy of the East Coast. Not that I don't love the East Coast. The East Coast is where real life is. If you want to live a real life, you live on the East Coast. If you want to live a fantasy life, you live on the West Coast. It's good to do both at different times so that you understand a lot more things about life.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, so I've got more coming up, and I just don't know whether I should just. If you want to let me know how you feel. If you want to let me know that you're gonna follow me and my skincare stuff. If you're gonna follow me and my spiritual stuff, or if I should just do a separate skincare channel, which maybe I should do that. I could use just skincare, but what I end up babbling on about a lot of things, and I want to be able to have the freedom to do that without having to compartmentalize.
I bet it looked good black, though, Rose. I bet it did.
Freestyle, free flow. That's more fun. That's easier.
Probably looked really
and more exciting.
Irish
and less stressful, So I'd rather just not have to worry about. I don't want to shut down any juicy moment by feeling like I have to, say things a certain way and about certain subjects. It's much more fun. Although it's good to organize. I don't know. There's just so much going on. It's hard to know exactly which way to go, but I'll figure it out. I just want to invite you to come along and please subscribe to this channel and join me on my new channel and like things if you want to like things. And especially want you to join the 48 Million Strong Chocolate Dance Club because that's very important. That's a dragonfly. Wow, he's way up here. Hey, guy. Whoa, he's coming at me. Oh, God, he's cool. Ooh. Wow. And there was a hummingbird up here.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Came all the way up here. And it was like it was right there. I'll show you my view, but I don't want to give away my location. But I feel connected to nature lately. I also bonded with these geese. This new set of geese that lives in my new location. And I was walking by, and they were all walking along, and it looked like a bunch of women and one guy, because there was a lot of thin-necked ones, and then this one guy with a big, thick neck. And I had a feeling he was like the guy. And he was walking in the back of the group, and he would stop, and he and I were looking at each other, and I was like observing them, and they were sort of observing me, and they were kind of slowing down and looking at me, and I was slowing down and looking at them, and then he and I were like almost communicating,
Rose.
and then I felt connected to them somehow, and then when I got home, I was looking down at them from the window, and I felt extremely bonded with them. That's funny. I like to bond with nature. There's that dragonfly guy. There he is. So even though I don't have the seagulls like I had in my old place and those geese, I have a whole bunch of new stuff here that's really funny. Anyway, so I love you guys, and subscribe. And
oh, wow.
There's a lot of spiders around
really?
here.
Jesus.
There's a lot of spiders around here. And join me on my things, and join the 48 Million Strong Chocolate Dance Club and the Sacred Geometry Club. That's going to be an intro. So, love you. I'm going to see my daughter soon. And
it could be a movie. It could be
Happy Labor Day weekend. Woo.
It could be a horror movie, what you've gone through. You know what I mean? And, oh my God. I just, that's why I have so many devices. Oh, God. Yeah, for me, to quit drinking, and I'm not going to get into a whole big story or anything, but it was, my daughter being taken. Thank God it was only 3 months, but only being able to see her. Yeah, bird friends back then. 1 hour per whole frickin' 7 days was hell. Like, it was hell. And I couldn't see Parker at all because they made him go away. So, yeah. So in a way, right, what the shit people go through, it hopefully can make them stronger. I think you're stronger and everything, but I do have a question though, Rose. Is your ex still kind of after you at all? In trying to destroy something in your life, or does he just leave you alone? Wow. What year did he finally, because even 2 years ago you were talking about him, but mostly his ex. They've been, or no? Well, yeah, I think he left the first one you said, and then is married now to another one or something. Remember you told me that, or you said that on your live? It's, and I can relate a little bit, Rose, because remember that one lady that lived, I shut the window because my voice is kind of loud. That one lady that lived on, I'm just going to say it right here, Whidbey Island, nearish Seattle, was freaking stalking me. And the whole damn thing started when she came up on Dolly Vision's panel, and he said, "Take it over, Tina," or something like, "Have it in control." While I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he went, to get a soda or go to the bathroom, and she kept pushing her idea, and I said something like, "Well, essentially it's up to Jimmy, the whole thing." And she felt like I was taking too much control or something. And then ever since then, it was just constant harassment and attacks in chats. And you know who this is, Rose, and I'm not even going to say her name here because for some reason it stopped, but she still goes in people's chats. But a year and a half ago, to get a call, from a sheriff, a mental health department of the sheriff, and asked me questions, and how do you know such and such? And her very first question was, "Are you a YouTuber?" And I said, "Yeah." And, "You live in Washington? Is this your name?" And yeah. And yeah, the auburn hair color is another thing we have in common. And top of your hair with bangs, color during very like scary thinning. It's just a clip. Oh, you're talking about that. I finally have enough hair I can pull it up in this, cheap whatever thing it is. But I had a tank top on earlier, and it had a thing here, and I tucked my bra. It was a look like this, but I had to tuck my bra strap. It just wouldn't have looked right, this kind of shirt, so I threw this on tonight. And then I told her, I said, "Well, is this the only time she's called you to try to get me in trouble?" And my stalker, which isn't even 1% as bad as what you went through, knocks on your door without your, yeah, I just got a phone call. And then the lady goes, "No, she called, did she say 2 weeks? 2 weeks prior." Okay, that's relentless. To say I'm stalking her. No, I don't know like anything about her or anything. And then, do you remember, Rose, when I blurted it out? Well, I didn't blurt it. I eased into it, and Jimmy let me say some of it on panel. But I said, I tried to tell him, no, like this is really serious. And he didn't really understand it. And then when I brought up the fact that she was literally got a lawyer writing to people that she almost unalived herself, Rose, this woman, right, who you know who I'm talking about. But anyway, because did she send you the cease and desist something? And I'm not even doing anything wrong, so it was kind of scary. I thought I was gonna have to go to court or something. And another time she was really quite nice to me because she's in the same state. But see, oh, good grief. That is just, are you being harassed by them anymore? Maybe you don't know, but I remember you mentioning the women 2 years ago when I first kind of met you. You were like, "I think so-and-so's behind this." Have they stopped? And is your ex involved? Or is it almost too scary to even touch upon the topic? Because if you're running in fear, that's just, ugh. Wait, not sure. Yeah, because I've known of you now for 3 years, just like Dolly Vision. But for a whole year, I just watched Dolly Vision and just watched you. And or no, maybe it wasn't a whole year. I think it was like 6 months. And then when I called into the show, and to think that I see you on my feed. I've never chatted before. I think you're a neat person and a really good dancer. I just swivel my hips around. You dance. That I'm meeting you up on Dolly Vision's panel. I mean, it was just, it was times I'll never, they've been divorced for years. Why did I get, okay, let me see this. Why did you get sued by Lizzo Rose? Valerie Rain is asking. See, I didn't know anything about that. It's, this is serious stuff when it goes real life. And apparently things went real life, Rose. Oh, I already, did I tell? Yeah, I told you this up on panel. They went real life with even Dumplin', right? Who's now Brooks or whatever her channel is. And it must have been pretty darn bad because she hasn't done a live in 5 months. I looked, and wow. I mean, I'm staying out of that whole thing. But and I felt bad, Rose. I felt bad when I, said I'm not as close to Lizzo as other people. But what I meant by that is talking in Messenger. Yeah, she supports my channel and has been always kind to me, right? So, just because I'm friends with you again doesn't mean I'm that I don't want to be kind to her. I mean, it's just, and I felt that way with Leanie until I'm asked outright questions by chat. Okay, do you get paid? I'm just like, no. I mean, wait, she will take up for herself. Wow, she got trolled a lot. Yeah. And I even went up on Dumplin's panel 2 years ago with my female stalker. It's almost, well, I don't want to say scarier, but, well, no, it's not scarier. Having a male stalker, I suppose, would be scarier. I've never had a male stalker. Now, there is someone that literally said, next Tuesday, I'll be in your town. Do you want to go to dinner? And yeah, and I won't say his name again, but I think with a different avatar, because I even asked him in comments or whatever, I said, are you the one and that porn bombed me in the backstage? He was nice enough, right, to just do that, if, whatever. And so I wouldn't have to have my channel down. And then the second time he came up and I thought he wasn't going to, he did it again and he went like this. And I was just like, I just couldn't believe what was happening. Anyway, I asked him about this. He never said no. He didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He avoided the question. Now, I need to stay safe. And this is what I told him when he brought up meeting me again. And he was nice. I mean, he said, I understand. And I think the guy's quite a bit younger than me. He looks like he's all of, I don't know, like 28 or something. Well, I saw his face and everything. He didn't have a mask when he was in the backstage. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. We have our intuition about things. Women are just as scary as men, turns out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So before, when the comments and the hearts and would you meet me and am I perfect and just comments to things, I would just heart them. And then when it was directly asking me out, I would ignore it. And then when it got very precise, I addressed it because I needed to. But I was nice about it. And he was nice back. I mean, you can't, maybe because he thinks, okay, So Lord Dandy, I think, is doing tarot cards because I got a notification that says my magical ability, as always, needs to introduce you to Wakakakakaka. Okay, so and I haven't even. She finally showed a reel, which she might as well. Well, I mean, I don't see the humbleness that I used to see in her. But like I said on Maria's, I went back to watch the 7 hours I missed, Rose, of that live, and I thought the whole time I forgot that I wasn't on your panel. I was on Maria G's. So remember at the end of the show, I said, thank you, Rose, for letting me come off. I should have thanked Maria G. But as you know, you probably know this already, she privated that video. And it's probably a good thing, for whatever reason. So I didn't know if you knew that. But that 9-hour live, I mean, my gosh. But, I mean, YouTube really can become an addiction. I really was going to walk away the second time after my mom passed. Oh my gosh, there's Buttercup Maria. Buttercup, buttercup, buttercup. That's not the song. It's not even how it goes. Oh, lollipop, lollipop, lollipop. Okay, so anyway, Rose, I don't even like go into, I know I could, but I don't even go into Lord Dandy's chat and say hi because, I mean, you might get upset. That might really bother you. But again, maybe you don't really care. I think there's someone in here I can't see. What? If I went into Lord Dandy's, and I've only been in one time since New Year's Eve, when he was in a towel and it was falling off his body and he got really shit-faced and he filmed his parents outside before he got shit-faced. And I mean, it was an incredible live. I think I even gave him $5 for doing such a long live. Was that this past January? It could have been the January before. You missed that one? I saw his ding-a-ling, and so did many other women. Didn't you, Maria G? I mean, he wasn't flashing it, but it fell out from under the towel, like for sure. Oh yeah, possibly. So I mean, he was being a character, and he's lucky he's got a pool that close. I mean, that's just wow. I mean, we have a pool, but there were kids that jumped over that fence and then they got 86'd from the pool, but that was years ago. But he showed his ding along on my ding along on my channel that one time and I got banned. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I was glad we had a pool here too at this complex because, my daughter needed to learn how to swim. When she would go down those 2 little steps, she was just hanging on for dear life. And the YMCA people came over here and gave lessons. I mean, we're talking $10 for a whole week of lessons. That's really cheap. It was nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Isn't that something? When you block someone, they can't see. See, the thing about YouTube video here is I like the coloring. See how it's a little hazy. It's not too whatever. I don't have any filters on. I mean, look at, well, I don't know what's wrong with the lighting. Oh, I know what it is. See? I'm usually this direction, but I don't know if the camera's dirty. I don't know what's going on. But, if you look close, I mean, look at, see, there's wrinkles when I go up like that. I'm just, I don't scrub my face all over. I think a lot of those astringents and things that women, and they say teenagers are just you know, putting, it was on the news. Teenagers are putting way too many things on their face because, you know, they're told to, but I don't think it's very good. But, yeah, oh, so the thing about the chat on here is I'll hit it right now. All these things will come up. How do I get them to gosh darn stay, you guys? Look at this. Now they're fading out. Now, if I put my finger on them, whoops. If I put my finger on them, on one of them right here, I've blocked many people. Okay, I'm going to put my finger on there, and now I can go up and read some more. No, it just faded out. Yeah, I knew I'd like it better at this length, and yeah. She blocked a BJ boyfriend. They aren't married. Oh, goodness gracious. Thanks, you guys. Oh, that's just so incredibly sad. I'm going to read that out loud. The first grandchild of my grandma on my mom's side died in a pool, only 2 years old. She went on to have 7 more children, but it's not something you get over. Goodness gracious. My mom's mom had 7 children. Yeah. Carlene, my mom, was the firstborn. Then there was Adrian. Then there was, then there was Anthony. And he's the one that got hit by a drunk driver in the 80s. And I just heard my mom screaming on the phone. I'd never heard her like that before. And he was dragged down the street at 1 in the morning trying to ride his bike home. And he was a nurse at a hospital, and a drunk driver hit him and dragged him, and he was killed. And I don't know if the guy went to jail. I never asked. I didn't ask any more details about it. But that was Anthony. So first it's Carlene, then it's Anthony, then it's Adrian, then it's Johnny, then it's Ilona, then it's Heloise, you know, my aunts, and then Wyatt. Yeah. You know, yeah, I mean, I purposely turned off the comments. Now, when this live is over, I need to go right to comments and hit that no comments. I mean, the chat's here, and that's great, but I'm just tired of the comments lately because, you know, it's always something. It's not really like even that negative about me or upsetting, but it's people trying to pull me in the middle, like to get me involved in these fights. You guys, I can't do it. I don't even know if my heart's fully healed. I don't know. And then the other thing is this. I was supposed to see the cardiologist, Dr. Yi, this Japanese guy, so nice, so soft-spoken, a good month ago. And, or no, by the beginning of this month. So what, a few weeks ago? And I was a little panicked, but she put me on the waiting list because he has no appointments. She said I could see another cardiologist, but because I didn't have blockage and stuff, I just want to see him again. Like, he knows my pictures, my heart. He talked to me, whatever. I got a call. It was like 3 days ago. And my phone a lot of times isn't even on during the day. It was on. And they said, yeah, you're on the waiting list. You want to make an appointment? And I said, yes. And I assumed it would be in September. No, it's like the middle of October. I think it's October 14 or something. But I have an appointment to see the cardiologist. And after my stroke in 2020, every 6 months I had to get my blood drawn for 4 years, you guys, so they could check my LDL and my HDL and make sure my cholesterol. And now it's down so incredibly low, like I don't have to go anymore and do that every 6 months. It's, I think it's just once a year now, and that's just shocking. So, Rose, that's why I was worried. Yeah, and I still worry. Like I don't worry like lose sleep over you guys, but I'm very concerned. And for Maria G too, because um well, you don't even have to have blockage to have a heart attack. And remember when I was on your panel and I was going like this and I just got done like screaming, and none of us were fighting. We were getting along great, but I was just feeling so passionate about my mom, and I was telling you you were right about the timing, and I was like, I've got this pressure, and remember I jumped down. You guys said, well, go rest. I think you said go have a glass of milk, Tina. I think, Rose, you said that, or maybe it was the other person up there. Yeah. Well, 45 minutes goes by and it still felt this weird pressure. And and then it got so bad. Once I was at the hospital, it felt like someone was taking the corner of a brick and pushing, and it scared me. And yeah. What's what I do to them always a mystery. Charlene told me. I missed so much of the chat. Where on their channel, I mean, let me see what I missed. Probably quite a bit. Oh, yeah, I wish so bad I could have seen Dot up on the panel and tried to get like with my own being, like my own intuition, try to get a feeling for her up there, but it was privated. How do you know Leanie saw it too? Oh, his ding-a-ling? That's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the live. Let's see. They can, when you block someone, they can't see your videos or account. They have to make a new account with new email. Yeah. They can still see your stuff but cannot comment. Well, actually, they can actually comment. Well, I mean, I thought I was unblocked or something on Jimmy's, and I commented, and Jeannie was in chat, and I gave her a call, and I said, can you see me? This was like a year ago, and she said no. And I said, I'm right under so-and-so. I'm in between so-and-so and so-and-so. She goes, you're not here. I said, gee, what a surprise. And people always want to say it was Jimmy that pushed me away from the channel. No, he's the one that said, give it a little more time. Give it a little more time. You didn't say very nice things about PJ that time. She's really mad. Give it a little more time. I'm the one that stepped away after going through Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and I still couldn't even be a part of anything. And I was just like, because I was really upset. Like that was part of my life and my fun and my, like you, Rose, being pushed off his channel or whatever by those different mods. See, that's the other thing we have in common. We both have been pushed off of Dolly Vision. We both have a ton of Norwegian in us. I'm 80%, you're probably 100%. You went to college on the East Coast, and so did I in Johnson State, Vermont. I've been to New York. You're from New York. I mean, not everyone's been to New York, but that's when my mom lived there, and I spent 2 weeks. And then the fact that I think it was your ex-husband or someone was 16 years younger than you. And that's just like Shaylin's dad and me. And so, and now, you know, we both have had this darkish auburn, well, mine's chocolate cherry, but whatever hair. Under the light in the bathroom, it's quite red. There's like this cherry in it. But, and you know, and there's more than that. And I was thinking about it yesterday. Oh, you have a cousin or something in Waltham, Mass, don't you, Rose? Waltham, Mass. And that's where I lived for a year and worked at Friendly's restaurant. And I think you said you've been to Friendly's restaurant. I mean, Waltham's a small town. It's like, what, half an hour from Boston? That was shocking right there, you know. And the fact we both like to dance, but yours is real dance with theater and whatnot. I just like to swivel my hips around and move to the music. And the other one, oh gosh, what are the other ones? Okay, I held my finger on here so I can, yeah, the entire chat is always trolls trying to gaslight me. The fun is gone. I just, you know, I'm the fifth of six. Easy to get ignored in that position, says Rose. Buttercup says, my mom just had me and my brother. My mom had a miscarriage before you. Yeah, I had a miscarriage when Parker was 4. Yeah, and I almost died. Joe found me half dressed. I was on the toilet and I was laying, in fact, he brought it up in like a text to me and even told Parker, but you know, he was drinking. We're getting along now and everything. It's really nice. But he said, I saved your mother's life. Her eyes were rolled in the back of her head. I had bled so much. And he stuck me in the car. He didn't even call 911. And I don't remember any of this, you know, I was like unconscious or whatever. So, but yeah, I ended up having a blighted ovum where the egg didn't develop. Yeah, that was scary. Yeah. And the thing is, you guys, Joe and I did a whole year of fertility stuff because we couldn't understand what was going on when we were trying to have another child a good 3 years later. And we found out some interesting things that are personal and I won't say here. But yeah. So, oh, yes, on Joffrey's channel, and Lizzo said she was going to cover my life later, but I've unlisted it, so I choose who has it. I've sent the link to you, Rose, and Tina for that live. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so glad I read this. I think by the end of our lives, we will all have seen the great South African ding-a-ling. He's so funny. You know what he put up of me? Because it came on my notification. When that that Mark the Shark guy, remember that guy? Came up on my panel and I asked him to rap and he did, and he was explicit is an understatement. He was like, da 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 da, gonna lick her pussy, da da da. And I'm sitting up there and I'm listening to the music, and all of a sudden I'm like I was speechless, and he was laughing and he's rapping and doing his thing. Well, there was one part where I was saying something. Oh, somebody came into my uh, trying to get on stage. And they had this, like, I had forgotten about this till I saw this, you guys. This Mary Magdalene's thing and a candle and all kinds of weird stuff. And I thought it was a man. And then all of a sudden, this older woman just exposes her boob to me. And I that one where I said, oh my God, I just saw this up close, darkish color areola. I don't know. Like it was beyond creepy. And I think this woman had some mask thing on, and it was, I don't know, it almost looked satanic-ish or whatever. And I was really nervous. And then boom, that happened. So I'm talking about it while I'm looking at it while Mark the Shark is up on my panel. And we had some fun together. I don't know what's going on with him. Okay, what? Suspicious activity detected. End live to avoid suspensions. And that's by a notification. You guys, did you see this? Oh, it's a person. Now the person that's notification just writes the word liar. Oh, for crying out loud. Jimmy's women are very opinionated. Always been that way, says Rose. TikTok, if you block, they can't see. Do you guys see that? There's another one. Bye, Granny. Oh, for crying out loud. I am being trolled. Okay, I was right. Remember up on Maria's panel, I said I'm going to start getting attacked and trolled. And is it midnight here even? Like, I don't even know what time it is. It's 12:30, so it started the next day, but wait, Maria, you get blocked that troll. I've lost my wrench. Hula, Radical Rose lost your wrench? Maybe I just didn't give you one on that name, like, because you didn't come in under Radical Rose, or maybe you have come under all of them. You're right. I can give you one right now. Add as moderator. There. And there. And Buttercup, I don't even call her Buttercup Maria. I just call you Buttercup now. You can leave this channel if you don't like it. If Tina wants me to, then I can. Yes, she is in control. I love both your dancing. Rose, yes, my brother Bobby and my first husband lived together in Waltham years before we got married. I just couldn't believe it when you said that, you knew someone there, whatever. I sent you a link, Tina, to the live. Okay. Okie Dolly liked you and the others were jealous, kind of sad how grown-ups act anymore. Well, I mean, this is the thing. I had no idea Mel Pandora had a thing for him. I thought she was a little over the top with, well, you can come to England and I have a separate bedroom for you. Like, that was just really forward. And then I'm going to come down south and I don't know, like, I didn't know anything. Radical Rose, they had this big house they rented and lived with this guy named Lou, who was a big COKE head. Really sweet guy, though. Oh, my goodness. Maria's had 2 miscarriages. The women at Dolly's make life hell for some. Yeah. I mean, they just plain do. I've had a miscarriage too, maybe 2 of them. Wow, really, Rose? I had one way before I got married and then another before I got married. Yeah, it's a natural way of handling things. Yeah. Yeah, Joe and I are getting along. He's, well, I think he's happier. I mean, I'm just going to say this. He's been kind of on his own for a good 5 years, and he moved into a different apartment in the same building. And there's a woman that lives across from him, that's been pretty darn flirtatious. His exact words were to me, she wants me. But I don't, I'm not going to give her that or something. It was so funny. But he likes his beer, and this woman likes her beer. And, I don't know. I don't know if they're kind of going out by now or just friends or what. But I want him to find someone in his life and not be alone. And she really digs Joe. Like, she really likes him, and apparently was even there when he was moving some stuff or something. And because he was talking to Parker, and a female voice Parker heard said, "Who are you talking to?" Like that. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Buttercup says, my doctor told my mom that if you have a miscarriage, then there was something wrong with the baby. Yeah. Well, what happened with me first, with mine, is I was spotting, and I was a good 2 months along. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. And then, I went to the toilet and flipping slid off the thing and in just my sweatshirt, and he found me, and yeah, or my ex found me, and I guess did save my life. Okie. Rose, yes, they do. I quit watching a long time ago. PJ would interrupt Dolly too much for me and smack on the live. I can't do smacking at all. Oh, the lip smacking, like eating or something? Oh, eating food or gum. I was glad when I got along with PJ, but Sierra thinks she trolls me. Really? I don't think she trolls me. I don't think she even glances at my channel, and I'm bringing me up because I said this, you guys, in my live the other day. Somebody said, "Oh, you were upset because PJ and Dolly are together or something," and I said, "No. If they're happy," I think it was Cat in the Hat, in fact. Yeah, it was. If he's happy with her, I mean, he's happy with her. But I said this. I said, she doesn't look that happy many times in the morning on her lives. And she stated that she doesn't feel like she gets the sort of girlfriend attention that she wants. But he's a really busy man. And then in one breath, she says that. And in another, she says, but I love him, And so I said this. I said, I feel like even if she knew he was even ever cheating on her, which I'm not saying he is or has or implying anything, but I don't think she'd leave him because she has a really good thing. I mean, it's got to be difficult being with someone that popular and having mostly women in the chat. But, she's taking trips and she gets things and she's into getting many certain things like pens and all her things she likes. And she works her butt off for him. She does. But if you're not married to the man, you don't want to try to control their life in any shape, way, or form. Like you don't, men, right, ladies? Men don't like to be chased. They act like it in the beginning, but then once they have you, they don't want to be chased. I've read that. I've seen that. I've seen programs on it back when I was, learning about men and stuff in my 30s, what makes them tick, reading that Venus and Mars book, and all the other ones out there. That's gross. I ate on a live and everyone was like, who's eating? Says Rose. I don't like to eat on lives. You don't see me eat very often because there's just so many down and out people these days. They haven't had a sandwich or they don't know where their next meal's coming from. In this town of Bellingham, we have a lot of homeless. I mean, when I'm with my son and we're riding back on our bikes from the dentist, I saw 3 one day, and they're all like on the side of the sidewalk under these sleeping bags in the middle of the day. Like, I'm thinking they're up all night, right? Because they're nervous. They don't want their stuff being stolen or anything. And they're just exhausted during the day. And it's really sad. And yeah. Buttercup Maria says about Lionel, I'm assuming here, I like to say I haven't had that pleasure yet of seeing his ding-a-ling. Well, you know, I mean, he didn't really mean to. He was sitting on his chair, Lionel, and he was leaning back, and he just had this, not skimpy towel, but it was kind of high up. And yeah, I mean, you know, Mary Jane Doe saw it. I saw it because we were commenting in chat, but he, you know, he probably doesn't care. I watched Mark for a while, but he got to be too much. He has a lot of trolls too, says Oki. Yeah, I mean, I heard there was an abuse situation. I won't say with who, but he had to go somewhere for a little while. And then when he got out, he sort of started up his live again or something. And now I can't find him. I was curious. I typed in Mark the Shark, and I think he might be under a different name. I'm going to leave you a private message on Facebook soon, Tina. Okay. Or it can be, are you talking about Messenger? Because, you know, we're on Messenger now. And that's more private. You know, I'm never going to deluge anybody's, you know, messages or anything again. You know, YouTube is a learning experience, and you know, things just can unravel fast. Who is Mark? Mark the Shark. He had a little shark on his avatar. He's from the South, possibly Alabama, or is it Georgia? And he has a real radio sounding voice. I think he's maybe late 40s or something, and he liked Ernie Shell for a while and even went up on his panel. And that's how I met him. And then he wanted to come up on mine, and he came up a few times. Yeah. Mark Lowry and Mark Kropka, Pirate Radio. There are so many channels out there. Is that his name, Mark the Shark? Yeah, I mean, it used to be. Mark. Oh yeah, Mark TTT or Mark TT. It's a troll. Donna McCain. Hey, I'm late. Hi, Donna. The notification is a person. I haven't seen it. I can never find his channel. I'm not sharing any more dancing videos because of him. Oh, goodness. I haven't seen the granny one. Oki, you mean Mark the Shark. I've heard of Mark the Shark. Yes. I'm way behind, you guys, because I have to hold my finger on this chat. Yes, Rose, but he changed his name a couple of times. I think I still follow him, but turned off. Not. See, I have to hit this live chat button again. Oh, good grief. How far back am I? Oh, okay, there we go. We've walked down some same streets during our lives, Tina, yet met online. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Our past, there really were some, you know, major coincidences and stuff. And I'm single now. Rose is single. There's another thing we have in common. Maria's single, I think. You and Mel both had crushes on Jimmy, says Rose. Well, yeah, and the thing is, I didn't think he had anybody in his life. Like, I really didn't. And I've said this before, and I've said this to his sister, and even him. You know, I wouldn't have been so over the top, forward, and flirtatious, even on a show called Censored, if I had known, because that is blatant disrespect. But I didn't know. And so I kind of, like I heard you say, Rose, the other day, it's easy for some women fall for people quickly, and sometimes it takes a while. And it also depends where you are in your life. You know, a couple of years ago, I was, well, I mean, I didn't have a channel, so the only friends I had were around here. And then Teresa, who I've known since 1991. And I don't have a car, I don't drive, don't have a license. I don't just hop in cars and go visit people, you know. And then with the C disease, I was just frantically a worrywart, and we isolated. So that was really bizarre. So when you think about it, the C disease was going on too when I found you guys. Like, I always told my kids, I don't want to see these drunk videos on YouTube, or I don't want to see people skateboarding and falling on their privates, and we know they're in agony, and I don't want to see people slip and fall in the ice. And I mean, that is kind of funny, the ice ones, but I used to complain about YouTube. And when I was looking at it and Summer Wells came about on it and all that, I was like, what is this? And that's how I got interested in it, you know. And then that one gal who, you know, was in the van with that boyfriend, I was following that, and then boom, she disappears, and it was like, oh my God, and I can't even remember her name. Now, is Pandora and Stoned still doing lives together? I liked watching him, but when he went to panel with her, it was too much, says Oki. I don't think they are. But then again, who the heck knows? Because I'm pretty sure him and his wife got divorced, right? Or did they just separate? Okay, Maria says, no, they haven't done any lives together. No, Pandora took down her channel and is slowly eking back, trying to find some friends while trolling the F out of me. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Wait, who digs Joe, says Rose. I'm really behind. Some woman, I don't know her name, lives right across from him now, but has seen him walk to his, you know, car and everything when he was on the second or third floor of this apartment complex. And she made like the first advances to talk to him, and hey, you can come over, see my place sometime, and this kind of thing. And I guess they were sharing beers like a few days ago or weeks ago. It's kind of cute. I'm happy for him. I don't want him to be alone, you know. Goodness, wow, you had a miscarriage, Rose, at 19 and then 21. See, I was 33 when I had Parker, so I was 37 when I had mine. No. Rose, we eloped and then threw the big wedding after my firstborn was 1 year old. Wow. We made it a wedding birthday party. You got lucky that Pandora went after me. Yeah, I mean, who knows? And you made a male comment too, but she let it go with you, kept on attacking me. I didn't know I did. I thought I said maybe, or I didn't run with the for sure, you know, because I mean, I just don't know. Like, I remember when Pandora called in to Dolly Vision, and then boom, she was on panel one day. And yeah, still is. Hi, Mel. All his girlfriends work hard for him. Pandora, come and join us. Are you kidding me? Who's MJS 1965? There's Martin. What up, gangstas? Really a lot of homeless. Maria, our homeless should be taken care of before foreigners do, is my feeling. Yeah, you know, whenever I see these new, gosh darn, coffee shops, right? On corners being built, I'm like, you know, let's get some apartments for the homeless. I mean, they've gotten some, but they have nowhere to go. Rose, I agree, and our veterans. I'm all right. Hello there, Tina, says I'm Martin. Yes, our vets need to be helped. They gave so much of their lives for this country. Yeah, yeah. And see, that's the other thing. Even in this town, people assume that the homeless, they're just, you know, right? Druggies, ex-druggies. No. They saw horrific things in the military. Probably, you know, some of them drove them batty. And, you know, it is what it is. And it's terrible. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh, I'm way behind. Yes, I meant private. He changed to Mr. T once. Yes, I believe in Mark the Shark. Yes. Maria, I'm single. Rose says singles rock. Rose says I love being single. Yeah, what's nice is you don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to please anybody, right? I mean, I was constantly trying to do the right thing and please Shaylin's dad. I mean, I made, you know, I don't even eat fish. I made homemade tuna fish casserole, made him a nice lunch, and would pedal my bike down just down the street. It wasn't far. He worked at a mail carrier place. And I mean, you know, oh, Mark Terry, says Zeus Phillips. Hi, Zeus. You don't have one true friend in common, that's for sure. MJS 1965. That could be to me or Rose. Who knows? It could be to me, Rose. Maria is a true friend. Maybe they haven't a friend. Mark Terry, Mr. T, Mistaht. That's right. PCT, his channel is Mark Terry Mr. T. Right now? Wow. Mark Terry Mr. T. Okay. Maybe, well, I'll just read back the comments and get it then. Or I could jot it down now, but my right leg's falling asleep. There's Selena HM. Hi, Selena. I haven't seen you in a while. Rose, you did. You called her Melvin, which I thought was so... Yeah, I did. I did call her Melvin. Yeah, well, I was mad at her because she was talking about you're in my privates with Stoned Alone. I mean, let me tell you something. I don't think privates, when you get older, change that much. And I'm going to say it again. We don't necessarily get all dried up like men want to assume and think. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's just stupid. Oh my God. Okay. It's not answering to no one. That's the best for me in a relationship. Yeah. You don't have to worry. I mean, I have nothing against Mike or anything now, you know, Shaylin's dad, but he was not critical, you guys. He was hypercritical, and there's a difference. I mean, I couldn't slice the cheese right. You know, when I wanted a piece of cheese, I would just do the corner. He wanted me to slice it down on the side. I just couldn't do anything right, it seemed like. Her last live with Stoned was when they were bashing elderly women. Was that their last live? Yes, we're not old dried up prunes. No. And, you know, I was saying a couple of years ago, I felt like I was in my prime. I know, PCT and her honesty. Well, I like to say things that nobody else dares to, and it can get me in trouble, but um he hits on all the ladies though. LOL. I got hit on by a 32-year-old. Oh, I have to keep my finger on this. 32-year-old the other day, so I still got it. LOL. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, okay, this is what I miss. I don't get this anymore, you guys. I don't get the when like someone in their 20s walks by me, I don't get the look where they look back again. I don't get that anymore. Um I have gotten cars that go by, honk their horn, weird crap like that. But the like younger, not teens, of course, but like the young 20s that walk by, I mean, I don't, and I used to get that second, third, fourth, and fifth glance. And yeah, I mean, we get better as we get older. Yeah, at many things, I'm here to say. And you know, this is the thing. I didn't even think that I could hardly have sex being sober, much less enjoy it. This is the truth. I mean, you know, why do you think so many people go to bars and try to get sauced up or buzzed so they feel they can talk to someone so that when they feel frisky, right, they can do it or whatever, male or female. But you know, I'm here to say to the 28 in the on Exile Island on Survivor with all the deadly white and black snakes. I mean, there were so many. I'm surprised someone didn't get bit while they were over here. Yeah, flirting. Um, Sex can actually be better when you're sober because you feel it. You feel everything. I mean, really, think about it. You know, when you're kind of numbed out, buzzed, drunk, or you think you're only buzzed, but you're drunk. Oh my God, see, there you go. I knew a guy, Rose says, who quit drinking when he realized he never made love to his wife without being drunk. Wow. Wow. Okie says, I don't want a man. I'm done with them all. Okie, are you the Okie True Crime News? Or do you not even want to say who you are? I remember quite a while ago you used to come in my channel when I did lives at night like this. And you have a channel too. I'm done with men too. I used to say I only wanted a dance partner, not a life partner. Wow. No, I just watch. No posting, says Okie. Oh, okay. Wow. I just, you know, you guys, there's so many channels out there, and I cannot get into the idea again, year after year, of Turtle Island having the same people on there. And I don't mean like the ones, I mean, like, I'm glad Mab is on there again, honestly, because I've wanted him to get a belt now for 3 years or 4 years, or no, it's the 6th season. So yeah, 3 years. But you know, when you've got just the same people up there all the time, like, I mean, what do they expect? They got thousands of subs. Everyone and their mother and their child is going to call in. It's not fair to the other smaller channels. And I don't mean me. I mean, you know, like other people. that are really into it that want a chance to win. So I can't even watch it. Well, last year I didn't watch it either. I didn't watch it at all. This year I watched one episode, and I was told somebody called in and voted for me. I couldn't believe it. I got one vote, but I doubt she wrote it down. The other person there, I doubt she wrote my name down, but I thought it was funny. Boozer says mature ladies are the best. That's so funny. Where are you from, Boozer? Boozer. This isn't Richie, is it? What if it was Beer Guzzler Richie and we didn't even know you guys? Okay, I love the true crime, but it's all drama right now. Yeah, and people going real life with court, CPS. I watch all kinds of channels. Boozer is from Germany. Oh my goodness. Have you been in here before? Are you the guy that was from Germany that came in here, I don't know, a month ago or so? Because I had never had anyone in here from Germany before, and you'll be the second. Going real life on anyone is just... I never liked Turtle Island and would never watch. Then when I got on it, I was forced to get into it. Then I did get into it and thought, oh my God, I'm turning into a hater. It's so stressful. When I was on Turtle Island, was that the second season or wait, I can't even remember, you guys, which season I was. It was 2 or 3, and I lasted, was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I think 3 weeks, and I was shocked. I got a lot of hate, but I got quite a bit of love too. I don't know. Rose says, my second ex used to go for older women. Oh my gosh. Boozer says, first time here. Well, how nice. Will you hit the like? Do you think I possibly can get 50 likes? I never do anymore, you guys. I just don't. I mean, it's not anyone's fault but my own, but I get 25, maybe 30 if I'm lucky. I can't even get 50 likes. But that's okay. It doesn't even really matter. I mean, what does it mean? It gets out in the algorithms more? Let's see. I know, remember, Rose, when you were getting voted on, was it the next season, and you were like, I don't know if I want the stress. I don't know if I want to be on there because I'm going to get voted off eventually or something, right? And waiting and to find out if, you know, you're going to make it another time. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I didn't like Turtle Island even. Oh, when I watched Dolly, people would call and be so mean. Well, you guys, I heard that it was pretty got pretty intense. That one man, what was his name? Gosh darn it, what was it? The one that, the Maddie Soto person, the mother of the killer of Maddie Soto called in. That was on PJ's Live. So it's not like just through the bushes, and I doubt she would. So it's getting really kind of intense and weirdish, some of the phone calls. And then apparently, like, BJ, which is what, Brittany, allegedly Brittany or Brittany, well, whatever her name is, her husband or something called in and was talking about, I'm not going to say it here in case I'm wrong and it's not even true, because then I'm just spreading, you know, misinformation, but it was something really weird. And yeah. Oh, see, Rose says, when I was kicked off, I was kind of relieved. I hated being on the chopping block. How long did you last, Rose? I mean, not that it matters. I'm just curious. Tashi thought I was really upset for getting kicked off, but the opposite was true. I was relieved to be kicked so I could relax. Yeah, we still making a fortune with Turtle Island. Yeah, he's able to turn almost everything, if you think about it, into making some good money for himself, which is good. Rose says Dumplin' and I were both freaked out by the whole thing. We were more popular when we were involved with the show. Oh, this thing's down to 5% battery. Well, I can let it sit on this thing, I guess. We'll give it a go. Oh my gosh, there's 28 on Exile Island on Survivor in Fiji with all the snakes. And that doesn't mean that I'm saying the people in the bushes or on Exile Island on Survivor 20 years ago are snakes. I'm not saying that at all. Yes, people did try to copy him. Remember, someone did Clown Island or something. Okay, why? Oh, there it is. My son's asleep and his phone is ringing in there. Oh, gosh. I need to wait until... Oh, dear. Ugh. Hear the bells? Okay, why won't chat come in, you guys? I'm hitting the little white square. Oh, there it is. Wait. Did I freeze? Did I freeze? Oh, I hope I didn't freeze. Why isn't the chat thing coming in? Oh, there it is. It just shut off. I just shut off. It helps me. Okay. Okay, let me hit down. Well, now I'm not. Okay. No, you didn't freeze. I couldn't be a creator. I don't have tough enough skin. I'd cry all the time. Well, I used to cry all the time. I cried a little bit talking about CPS, missing my daughter and what I went through. 14 years later, it still makes me cry. I mean, I was like, but I'm not boo-hooing and I'm able to stop crying sooner now. Lacking on his platform. Why can I not hit the chat? Now all I can read is just the one or two that come in. Like, this makes no sense. Now I'm going to hit that again. A 49-second short was uploaded to your channel, so I should have a couple so far. And by touching the two below, I'm able to, okay, here we go. Dumplin' and I were both freaked out by the whole thing. Rose says we were more popular when we were involved with his show. Rose says getting into his show only gave me more active trolls, made life hell. Rose, I would be stressed if I was on Turtle Island. I get my feelings hurt too easy. Yeah. He's smart with the ways he figures things out with money. Yes. I was always shocked at how much money people were willing to spend on kicking people off an imaginary turtle. Yes. Oki says, whoops. Yes, PCT, she still calls in, and I think I was watching another channel, and they said she calls in still. Who is that? Who did I ask still calls in? Now I can't remember. There were shows I was afraid to watch. Oh my God, you have to be very tough to be on YouTube at all, especially Turtle Island. I'm too sensitive, really, with my hot temper, deep down, very sensitive. Well, it's hard. You know, I remember when I had this pink popsicle and it didn't look anything like a gosh darn penis. But anyway, I'm being accused of that. And I think and I was on panel and I think I went up on panel the next night because I was there constantly, every night for a year. And then the, hostess for 3 months out of that year. And I was crying. Like I had zero backbone or spine back then. But what doesn't kill you really does make you stronger, right? People tried to copy him, but no one really does what he does. Yeah. Well, remember when he used to give the buffs or whatever? Okay. I've never heard the word buff. I've never seen one. I didn't know what it was. And I got one in the mail, right? And you got one too, Rose. And you put it on your head or something like that. Well, now I know where he got the turtle buff idea, off of literal Survivor. So, yeah. In fact, because I'm watching Survivor, look at this. Okay. I dug into all my turtle stuff. Oh, my lower back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. And look what I found. Ow. 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 My buff. See, I saved all the Turtle Island stuff. And the thing is, because I never watched Survivor, what it says on it didn't mean anything to me. But it says outsmart, outplay, outfun. See that? Instead of outplay, outsmart, outwit. Or it's no, on Survivor it's outwit, outplay, outstay? No. Out something. Do I? See? We even kind of talk alike. I was watching your lives from 10 years ago and I was like, oh my God, she's kind of like me. Like I'm the same type that would say, I don't have as many eyelashes as I did when I was younger. Yeah, I would blurt out and be like, I hardly have any, this and that and the other thing. We're very candid. But yeah, so this is a buff. And I asked Shaylin if she'd like it. I mean, why not? She's watching Survivor. She's young. I mean, when on earth am I going to wear this? And she's like, I don't know. And I said, well, if you don't want this side to show, you can just show the sharks, right? The sharks on the red. And she said, I'll think about it. So, so we were watching Survivor. And you know how they have them in their hair. They have them wrapped around their neck. They have them, the guys have them up here. The women have them here. You can put them on your leg. You can put them on your ankle. I just didn't know you could wear a lot of the women have their bikini tops on. And they literally put their buff, you guys, right here. And it stretches, although this one isn't stretching. Okay, these aren't the stretchy kind. Over their thing, and it keeps their bikinis up, I noticed. And then a couple of women literally had them as a skirt. I mean, as a skirt, But it was really fun, you guys, watching the one Survivor where they thought they were going to like an interview thing before getting to, I think they were heading to Panama, I think, could be wrong. And Jeff, the host says, you're all jumping off the boat now in what you're wearing. And people were in suits and high-heeled shoes and dresses, and they were jumping off the boat in their clothes. Like, I'm not even kidding. And then swimming up to these two boats that were there. And it's like, I mean, people, that's all they had. And so one man cut his pants into shorts, and another one took his jeans off because they were too heavy. And another gal, from her dress, made him a skirt. And this is what I like about Survivor. It's not even just surviving, like Naked and Afraid. It's the games are really fun to watch, and I've never done an obstacle course ever my whole life, and it just looks like a total blast. Oh, the ouch getting up. Oh, I'm sitting on my ankles and my feet, and I have been now for I don't even know how long, and it's killing me. And I also notice when I move around and when I did more of a stretch over like this or whatever, 2 days ago, was it today then? Or no, the next day, I'm just setting the cat plate down and I'm like, it's like I'm so stiff. And you want to know why, you guys? You probably know this already. Our bodies, at least for women, don't make the estrogen it used to, right? Because, you know, when you get older, your menopause and it happens. And that's the stuff, as I saw a program on it on PBS, that lubricates the joints. I was like amazed by that. I just figured it was, yeah, I can't do yoga because if I bend my head down and keep it there like a downward pose or whatever, I feel kind of lightheaded. I feel a little bit lightheaded on elevators. For years now, I used to love going to the fair and riding on, not the high rides because I'm a chicken shit, but the fast lower ones like the scrambler and the tilter wheel and all of those. No, I can't even do that. I can't do it anymore. I mean, because I literally might get sick, if not on the ride, after, But, so Martin came in to say a little hello before, and that was more than likely him, hopefully. Maria, I have progesterone gel and progesterone tablets. Wow. See, you guys, I was on the Depo-Provera shot, and now they're saying it's causing brain cancer. And I'm not even kidding. It's sign up for this and that and whatever. And I actually filled out the thing, and I was on it for 4 years. And instead of having a shot in my ass, I asked them if they could do my arms, and they said yes, and they alternated arms every 3 months I had a shot. So, I mean, it's kind of scary, but my point with saying that is, I don't remember having hot flashes. I don't remember having even mood swings. And I think it was the timing of stuff because, they said I was starting it. They said the lady said my ovaries were the size of raisins at, oh my gosh, I was under 50, 48 or 49. I was like, what? Yeah, and then they read not your fish, but what is it? Your FSH whatever and your other one, and yeah. So that's how I found out too. And I'm just going to say this, you guys, I had really heavy periods. I mean, one time I thought I was possibly miscarrying, and maybe I was. I don't know. But we're talking like, I'm just going to say it. I mean, this is an adult show, but clots, like jelly, and I talked to my daughter about it, and she's like, I don't have that, Mom. And I'm just like, you're lucky. And I went through that menorrhagia, which stands for menstrual hemorrhaging once. I had to go to the ER. I mean, it was just, and it was in my 20s. I didn't have that, it was just my 20s. It stopped in my 30s, thank God. Does it? It helps you with hot flushes. Oh, maybe you meant to put that and not put hot flashes. Maybe they're called flushes in the UK. Hey, do either of you women, Maria or Rose, ever hear from that? Was it Harvey? Harvey someone from the UK? Do you guys ever hear from him? He tried to friend request me or whatever the case may be on Facebook, and I just ignored it because I can't, I mean, I haven't had a man on my messenger since 2 men, Jimmy and Demetrius. And I'm kind of worried about Demetrius. I thought I would always kind of stay in touch with him. I feel like he's upset with me about something. There was a time many months ago I did a live, and he was in chat, and he said something, and I don't think he was being picked on. He was misunderstanding what was being said about something, and he was like, that's not true, that didn't happen, or but I wasn't saying it, but he was upset because I wasn't catching it in time to like delete it or something. But it wasn't anything real bad. It was a very sensitive topic for him. And it was shortly after that, I was just shocked. I went to say hi in Messenger, and I was blocked. It was like, wow. I missed some more things here. Oh, okay. Is that what I said? I didn't even say my ovaries were the size of raisins. No, my ovaries. I didn't even say that. I just said size of raisins. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so glad you tried my idea, paint your house. I do want to make them. I've been working with an AI chat to create a real one. No, not for a long time. Harvey, he got blocked. He kept ringing. Ringing? What? Oh, calling your phone? Like your real phone? He's definitely a ladies' man. Donna said having a hysterectomy was the best thing I ever did. Wow. Yeah. My sister had to do part of one or something way back. I used to enjoy painting, but anymore I have so much to do. I try and hurry to get it over with now, says Oki. I can't paint because of my tremors. I can't paint. You guys, I was trying to put butter on a piece of toast, and my tremors were so bad with my hands. The butter flipped or flicked or whatever off the knife and was sticking to the toaster, and it was exasperating. It's like, yeah, the size of, okay, here, I get hot flashes, but I consider them wisdom waves. Oh, I've never heard that. Wow. So what did you paint using my idea? Whoops. I like to make the wands too. I have a bunch of them, different sizes, lengths. I want to design one as push button feature where you push a button and extend them. Oh yeah. And then you'd become a billionaire, Rose. Rose says, wait, your ovaries are the size of raisins. Yes. I mean, that's what the gynecologist said. She was a woman. She could tell by feeling, right? You know, the exam where they feel. She's like, oh, your ovaries are the size of raisins now. You're definitely going through menopause. Jeez. Oh, on Messenger. Oh, Messenger. He was calling you on the phone on there. I was multitasking and was missing stuff. I did the front porch. It's pretty tall. It helped me with the invention. Yes, we can call them hot flushes. Oh, see? Well, that's a good idea. Hot flushes. What did you attach your paintbrush to? A smaller broom handle. Cut, tape the brush to it. Oh, Lord, you got... well, when my ovaries weren't like nearly disintegrated, I mean, they're like, what? The size of a small plum or something, aren't they? You know, and I'm lucky that I could have children because when I was 24, a cyst grew from the size of an orange to a grapefruit in 1 month. And the doctor wanted me to be on the pill. And I've said this story before. It made me so nauseous. I was so sick from one little pill. I was crying. And I was 22 because I married Joe when I was 24. And my mom saw the agony and the pain I was going through. And she was a nurse. And she said, Megan, just don't take it. Because I thought I had to, right? So it got huge and all this. And I had to have surgery. And they removed it. And I was still on, Demerol back then for the pain. That's what they gave you. And they tried to show it to me in this jar. And I was just like grossed out. Could hardly look at it. I didn't even think of cancer. Like, I just didn't. My mom's the one that said, oh, that's great. It's benign, And I'm like, oh, gee, I have had to have cysts removed, says Maria. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they can grow really big. And this is the thing. When you're young and you go through these things, like Donna said she had to have a hysterectomy, I got that pre-cancer, what is it called? Dysplasia. Quite a few times. I mean, maybe at least 6. And the first time it happened, I was petrified. Oh my God, pre-cancer cells. But just like what the gynecologist said, it doesn't mean that, and it can go away. And it did, thank God. One time, I had to have a biopsy and things frozen. I was really scared. I was like, just tell me the worst news first. Is this, what's the percentage? Are we looking at 50-50 cancer? What are we looking at? And, she was honest. I can't remember what she said. I always wanted the baddest news first, not the good news and then the bad. And so I could expect the worst and prepare, hope for the best, but expect the worst type deal. But then that was okay. And so, I think about my daughter, and I don't want her to be frightened if she's, spotting, or, you have to just go with it, and you have to deal with it. And things can be really sort of get your mind going into fear, but, so far I've been really fortunate. I knew a lady, in fact, it's my ex-husband's brother's ex-wife. She was from the Philippines, and she had endometriosis so bad, and I didn't even really know what it was. And I mean, you bleed for days, you you have a lot of, tissue comes loose or lining up there, and it's painful with cramps. And she was young. She was in her 20s. And that was a while back. And they didn't stay married, and I don't even know where she is to this day, or anything, but yeah. So, my poor son. His friend who likes to drink his beer and whatnot almost every night was called his phone a second time. I heard Parker go, "Well, I'm really tired." And I was sleeping, and now he's still on the phone, and his other friend is on there that they play, games with, and he sounds really tired. Poor thing. You often wonder if you have cysts, says Rose. Well, when you're older, unless you have issues like dysplasia or other things, for me, my doctor told me I could wait 4 years, or was it even 6, till I had to have another exam. And it's getting close. It might even be this winter or next winter. But it's very important, I have insurance. I have really good medical insurance, but Maria, the size of a healthy adult ovary is 3.5 centimeters long, 2 centimeters wide, and one you looked all this up, and 1 centimeter thick, with a volume of 3 to 6 milliliters. Oh my, I thought it was bigger than that. Wait, 3 to 5, isn't a centimeter like that? So 3 to 5. Okay, so it's like the size of a walnut, maybe, not a plum. That's so funny. The guy I take care of said, "Well, aren't you smart?" I said, "I can't take credit for it. This is Rose's invention." Oh, that's funny. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, Donna says that's what I had, endometriosis. Wow. Wow, Donna. That just, oh my gosh. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to take this out, Rose. I just spotted something. But let me read this really quick. Human ovaries are generally smaller than most common fruits. A typical premenopausal ovary is about the size of a small crab apple or a large grape. Oh my gosh, I was going to say a large grape. MJS 1965 is here again. Okay, Tina, Rose paid Ernie to publicly abuse you and your son. Then you went to Queen Bee's all upset. Did you forget about that? What's the matter with you? Oh my gosh. First of all, I've learned to forgive. And secondly, and none of that's true, what you just said. And in fact, let me take care of that right now. I'm just going to do remove. I won't hide the user. Not yet, but I did take that comment out, Rose. I don't want to get into the, totally not with the whole thing that Rose and I had, but I did share private messages first. I felt sort of threatened and like I needed to kind of deal, almost like when you get a restraining order against someone, then they threaten it back, and if you get to the courts first and get the restraining order first, you have less shit to go through type deal. I went through that with a lady here at this apartment complex. I mean, she was harassing me and my daughter on Shaylin's very first day of first grade. Yeah. And to make matters worse, she was African American, and so she tried to call the race card. And yeah, the first time the judge said there was not enough preponderance of doubt or something, and he didn't believe that she didn't threaten me through the window when we lived in the same building, and I was going by a window and she said some really weird stuff on purpose so I could hear. And that, and the stuff with my daughter and all this stuff. So he didn't grant me it. And then I felt like an idiot. But then 4 years later, okay, I kept not a journal, but I jotted a few things down on the calendar. And when things got even worse, like her and her own daughter, not saying their names, came and were pounding on my door. My son was frightened. And to this day, I don't know why. I didn't answer it. I didn't go near the door. Pretty sure I called the police. But anyway, and she was a bad alcoholic. So she even punched a cop in the face once, and you know what I mean? So she's not afraid of anything. And when we were friends, we went out one night, and I just don't know what happened, but we were in the back seat of this cab, and she just out of nowhere punched me. And I screamed, you know, because it hurt like hell. It just shocked me. But the only reason she didn't break my nose is she hit me here. Thank God. I'd probably have a broken nose. But anyway, I went to the courts, and I had my ducks in a row, and he gave me a restraining order. And I remember looking out my window from this apartment down when I heard yelling and screaming on the sidewalk. And she was so pissed because she got served by some random dude, right, that does that for a job. And this was before court. So this is called, what is it called? Expedited restraining order. Because I felt slightly, not slightly, but somewhat in fear for my life after she was pounding on my door and yelling, and even got her young daughter, you guys, involved. And then she stayed around here for the longest time. I mean, I literally, when she was on the sidewalk out here, I went out in the road. I wouldn't even walk by her. And she tried to say hi to me once, and so I wouldn't piss her off, and it was many years later. She's like, "Oh, hi, Megan, how are you?" And I just said, "I'm good." I didn't ask her how she's doing. I just said, "I'm good." And I went on up the steps. And it was 4 whole years later till that woman moved. And I'm telling you right now, I was so relieved. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, none of it's true. I block them, hint, hint, Brewed Awakening, PCT. You can see Liar comes in to start trouble for me. And Tina, yeah, I mean, you know, if she comes in again, because I removed that comment and I find out there's another one, she will be blocked. And it's most definitely a woman. It's women that have gone after me and Rose in the past. Where am I now? Yeah, well, I mean, I removed the comment, which I guess includes a timeout. I didn't block, but maybe I should have. Yeah, I've gotten a little tougher too, you know. I haven't seen Rapper in a while. Remember when he used to come in with the Pepsi cans and Dr. Pepper cans or avatars? You are all exposed. Now move on. Yeah. I know, isn't it insane? Not insane. It's really something. I even told my daughter, I said, it has been a year and a half, you guys, because it was in April when Rose and I had our situation. Well, it'll be a year and a half next month. That's a long time. Okay, this isn't 6 months ago. Okay, I gave Ernie small amounts of money here and there when he seemed like he really needed it. I'm sure most of it wasn't big enough to get excited about, and I'm sure he was frequently disappointed. Well, yeah, I mean, when he was literally homeless on the street and showed those things and he looked homeless, I gave him $15 about 3 times so he could get a taco, you know. I mean, I didn't want him to starve through PayPal. Their next lie about me, I don't pay people to do anything, and I'm not doing money on YouTube anymore. I'm not doing money on YouTube anymore? You never did, Rose. Red lie I did or didn't do regarding Ernie. People made a lot of assumptions for lies, but what I did or... Yeah. Well, that might have all started, you know, because of the hat thing. You bought the hat with the teeth and everything, and then you ended up giving it back to him, right? And maybe he gave it back to you since then. I don't know. I'm glad y'all have worked things out. Yes, I remember Rose helped Ernie one time when he was in Florida, and I think he was in bad shape, lost a shoe on the run. Oh my gosh, yes. He was drinking something. What was it, you guys? Was it bourbon? I think it was bourbon or something. And he got so drunk / paranoid, he just started running. And didn't he like run through a swamp or something and he lost his shoe? I have left those communities, respect to the good people I met there, because those communities are too dangerous. And there are way more than I thought, says Rose. That list we all saw in that post trying to scare me, there are way more than that, which I learned recently. Are you serious? He lies to harass MJD. I've been hearing about people who I never thought were going so hard as trolls. A lot of the trolls are coming out of the woodwork, says Rose. A lot of people feel compelled to tell the truth. I mean, hustling was his way of life on YouTube. Yeah, the trolls are cowards. At least we're not afraid to be real, says Maria. Rose says when people are trying to make a living on YouTube, I mean, Dolly was always very upfront and honest about making sure everyone knew he was there to make money or for money and fun, says Rose. Dolly also once said he'd do YouTube for fun without money. That was back when he used to show his apartment. Okay. Well, I remember seeing him on Jimmy Jams with that one gal in that hot tub. And then MK Ultra put my face on hers like I'm sitting in the hot tub with Jimmy. I mean, is that a parody? No, I was whatever, where they put your face on the thing quite a few times, but it was really kind of funny. I never got the hat in my hot little hands. I asked Tina Simmerly to keep it for me. Oh, Ernie's hat. Hoping he'd go back to wearing it and getting back to what I believed he was doing at the time. He did. Remember those videos? He didn't at first, but I think it was a few days or a week later, wasn't it? I saw the hat on him. Yeah. It's, yeah. And that whole thing with Ernie and what's his face, that bigger guy where they used to be friends for like 20 years. Oh my gosh, that's insanity. That is when, I mean, I just couldn't hardly take it anymore because I thought they were like friends. The stand guy, I can't remember his name. I used to watch that. I used to watch Prayer Garden. I'd be afraid to go up on her panel. Oh my God, but she was pretty entertaining. I watched her for not quite a year, and she's from somewhere down south, because for one, she sounds like it, and for two, people really thought she had, through family in some way, although I better be careful what I say here. Not that like she even knows I have a channel or who I am, but yeah, I mean, I sent in one birthday card with a really cool saying about balloons and blah blah blah, that I found on Google, and she read it out loud on her live, but I never went into panel. And I didn't chat because I thought you had to pay money. I really did. Even if it's just $3 a month, I didn't have it. I did not have it. That's why when I got my trust fund, you guys, I felt rich, and it really wasn't that much every 3 months, because so much is needed. You know, you got to take the animals to the vet. I mean, I live in a rainy ass state. We none of us had umbrellas for years. Think about that. We just wear our raincoats and get our hood up. We didn't have umbrellas like everyone else. Couldn't afford it. And so when I got that money, I was like, we're all having our own umbrella. Because I'm here to say it rains every dang day. In October in this state, every day. And a lot in November and quite a bit in December, hoping it'll get cold enough that it'll change into snow. And a lot of times it doesn't. Many Christmases, there isn't a drop of a snowflake. It's kind of a bummer, because I like the snow. I like the way it looks. I like the way it makes Christmas and things feel more festive. You know, I used to ski, you know, in my 20s, cross country and downhill. I mean, you can't even, there's a hill right up here. There isn't even enough snow to slide. It's kind of a bummer. And this is a dumb question probably, but does the UK get snow? I mean, it must. It must get snow. And Maine gets snow because Vermont gets snow. So, and New York gets snow. So, but I like the snow. There's 25 on Exile Island in Fiji with those poisonous snakes. Be careful, you guys. Thanks for watching. But I should go to bed. You know why? Because, well, it's 3 hours earlier here, but it's almost 2 in the morning, and I was up till 4 a.m. And I ain't a spring chicken anymore. You know what I mean? I still need to check my email. Parker's psychiatrist is calling tomorrow, telemed. He was supposed to see the ear doctor, Dr. Suh, today, but because of his colonoscopy and the drops make him feel a little woozy, and he couldn't hardly eat anything for a day and a half, I rescheduled it, or we would have had to ride our bikes to that today, and he hasn't had a chance to get all the drops in, so he still can't hear out of one ear. It's crazy. But thanks, you guys, for coming. And my the videos of Rose are from 10 years ago, and it just shows her on edge and scared and nervous. And now I find out tonight when she came in my chat, thankfully, she was like running for her life, and she dyed her hair that darkish red color because of exes and ex's wives. We'll just leave it at that. And she said that on her live before, but you're a strong woman, Rose. I mean, you've been through more than most people. I believe Ernie Shell has been cyberbullied and trolled more than anyone. I just do. And then I thought I was the second one, but no, you're the second one. You're the second one because it went clear back. It started 10 years ago. And yeah, it's really nice, Oki. It's really nice. And yeah, but I think I was down at the end of my messages. Maria's making tea, and I never got the, okay. So, yeah, you paid a pretty penny for that hat. That was weird, too. Ernie and Xander and Tina Simmerly, those two having problems with Ernie 10 years later. I mean, he really was in there. The heck is that Predator Nation? He was in that. There's videos out there. For people to think it's all fake and a movie and crap, no, it's not. Against me is anyone associated. Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's all really scary. Ernie Shell said this, you guys. I guess I'll end with this. You're welcome, Rose, and everyone else that came in. Thank you. Yeah, and promise me, even if there's an inkling of your brain that goes, oh, wait, that sounds just like Tina, or you have any doubt about me, please go to Messenger and ask me. I'll tell you. You'll know. I don't make sock accounts, and I never will. I think it's really rather immature. I don't play fucking games. Okay, I've had enough of that done to me by many people. You get to a certain age where you've been through enough, and then when it affects your health, you have to put your foot down and stand for what you stand for. And I can go to sleep at night knowing I haven't freaked out on anyone anymore. And it feels good, you know? Yeah. And there, you know, with talk of Lainey lately, a little bit here and there. You know, I mean, she did what she did. I highly doubt, you know, Maggie's going to want to be my friend anymore. I'm not trying to talk about her, but when it gets brought up, it's like I tried not to even say her name. I was like, said creator, other female creator, and then I'm reading Beehive 384's messages, and I'm reading the words, Rose, Leanie, this and that. I mean, YouTube can change you, and it can change you for the better or the not better. And I just want to stay the same. No matter how many subs I ever get, or how many views I get, or how many people dislike me or like me. Yeah. And I missed that last one. I can just feel the seething from certain people who are furious we're hanging out together. Anne Maria. Yeah, some people really wanted me and Maria to not be friends at all. Hashtag Geoffrey. Yeah, health first. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I don't know. This man, he was a psychologist for 30 some years. He was in his 70s. And I explained a little bit of what I had and what I'm going through with my son and things like this at AA. And I got emotional, and he came up to me after and he said, this is what he said. He said, you need to put your son in a home. He needs round-the-clock care. You know, after he asked me some more questions. Can he do this? Can he do that? Can he go to the store by himself? Can he... I mean, when we go together, I literally have him take the card and put it in the thing and what numbers, and he doesn't know any of this, and he didn't finish high school. You know, he went to freshman, sophomore, he did half of junior, and none of senior. And you learn those skills. And I didn't take him out. Okay, I was sharing him with his dad. And yeah, they're trying to imitate you. Yeah, so Maria G, all of us, we need to know that we got to be ready. I mean, you can't be ready for it, but we have to always converse when we have any kind of doubt, even slight doubt, um, you know, or whatever. So thanks everyone for being here. And yeah, it's yeah, I mean, it's, we have to, yeah, we all need to remember that behind these avatars, there's real human beings. Most of them, I think. Now, are there trolls out there? You know, yes, whatever. But whoever's typing away, right, is a human being. And that's so funny. See, I can't even put the comments up on screen on this YouTube live, but someday I'll do a StreamYard again. But I'm really pretty nervous, and I'm really glad, Rose, you didn't hop on and do a live that night, because when I was watching your live and that whole thing with emails and someone saying, you know, you've got to get back on and blah blah blah, I almost messaged you and said, don't do it. I think you're going to get porn bombed, so that this channel that you have now will be taken down. Because when you're questioning so many things like you do, Rose, sometimes, like, why am I getting this? And who is this from? And go with your gut. Go with your gut. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't. Like, you don't even need to ask me or Maria or anyone. It just isn't. But I'm going to say it again. Lionel's in love with you. All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I love you guys. This is, I almost said PCT is extreme. This is, who am I now? Brewed Awakening. And it's going to be a rude awakening for me tomorrow if I don't get some sleep. So it's Brewed Awakening with my yummy pumpkin spice girls. That's what I like to call it. Creamer. In my coffee, I don't know what time it'll be. There's Boiling Frog that's saying MAGA. Boiling Frog. That's sad. That makes me think of someone cooking a frog. Ew. All right, and to the 21 on Exile Island in, yeah. Thanks, Donna, thanks. Thank you. Well, you know, it's fun to be real. And when you go through life in abusive relationships and all that, and you're kind of uncertain, well, gee, who am I then? Or why, you know what I mean? Like, why did this happen? Why, like Rose says, you know yourself, and you are wiser when you're older. I mean, you just are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care who your friends are or who your little circle of friends are. Until you really go through life, you don't know. You know? Yeah. So thanks for being here, everybody. And yeah, I'm really glad, you know, Sierra is Rose's friend. And, you know, sometimes you have to just, you know, I mean, Rose wanted her shirt back. I got it back to her, and I was hopeful things would change someday. And I mean, it took a good year, but you know what? It happened. And I didn't push it, and I didn't get angry. And I didn't go, well, Jesus, I sent the shirt back. Do you know what I mean? Do you think she'd be in my chat? Do you think we'd be friends if I was bitchy about having to, or her so much wanting her shirt back? You know, I mean, and that's okay, whatever. But when you get older and things affect your heart, you have to follow the doctor's advice. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So thanks, you guys. I hope you enjoy the videos that I played of Rose. I asked her permission. And yeah, we'll just go from there. I was hoping it would, you know, give a little enlightenment, not enlightenment. I'm hoping it'll enlighten people to, if people think she's, you know, a little paranoid or very paranoid or this or that and the other thing, well, you know what? Look what she's been through for 10 years. We're not talking 1 year or you know, a couple like me or something. 10 years of really scary shit. And when you get to the point where you don't feel like you can trust anyone, then maybe you do grasp at straws. Or maybe you feel like you have to go with your gut and be like, you know what? Maybe this isn't that person on that avatar, but this is what I'm feeling. And the other people out there that are maybe being told they're a certain person and they're not the person, try to ignore it. Like, what I'm seeing is that there's no way Rose can even really help being the way she is. And so suspicious of people and things like that because of what she's been through. And now people are going real life on her. And now she's even a little older, you know, 10 years older. Like, I mean, we all have to grow up. Got to grow up someday, all of us, you know. And yeah, I'm still trying to grow up. It's getting a little harder, you know, because I'm more carefree and, you know, I'm on my own and that kind of thing. And you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I said it once. I said I can see why these teens and even adults go through stuff and then they get it at school and then they get it on the internet. I could see when I was going through things with different people and this and that. Not Rose, I'm going to say it right here, but like other people out there, and you're just getting bashed and you're delusional and you're this and that I was being told I was by Turtles and Bombalicious and all these people. I can see why the younger folk whose brains are still developing and haven't had a lot of life experience unalive themselves. Like, I could see it, and I stated that on one of my lives way back. So yeah, outsmart, outplay Turtle Island, out fun. Go sub up to Jimmy, watch his show. Yeah. And root for Mab. He's on there. I don't know if he's still on there. I don't know if someone got pissed and voted him off. But I think Mab deserves the darn belt. Oh gosh, really, Rose? Bombalicious, yeah. Boy, there's some interesting, for lack of a better word, people on the internet. You know what I mean? Just, wow. All right, you guys. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not throwing shade. It's just, she's so, Sierra likes to call me a thug now and then. I mean, other people are really thugging it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just gangstas, like Martin says. All right, love you guys. See you later. And remember, I'm 3 hours earlier. So if I don't get over to a panel or a show or anything, I'm sleeping or I'm busy or something, okay? Yeah, oh, is he? Is Mab doing lives again? Yeah, I mean, you know, he's another one that was brought out of his depression because of Jimmy's show, Dolly Vision. He's admitted that. He was in a dark place when after he had all that. Wasn't his jaw broke in 5 or something different places? You know, and when I was on panel with him, he had to have that stick, remember, in his mouth to stretch it out. And I mean, you know, and Mrs. Mab is a really nice lady. She's a lovely woman. And I just really want Mab to win, so I wish I could call in the show. I could be daring and go ahead and do it, but it would ruffle feathers with you-know-who and just make his life harder. Jimmy's life harder. Is it worth it to do that? To like put some vote in for somebody? Do you know what I mean? So I just abstain because, you know, Jimmy goes through enough, I feel. His life is hard enough. But blessed in many ways. But, I mean, he's got to be careful too. You know, he had the blockage and everything. I worry about his heart. He needs to lose that weight, because the older you get, the harder it is for that stuff, that weight to come off. And, but you know, he's trying. Didn't he order chicken and vegetables or something in Florida? And he's drinking less soda, I guess. And he doesn't suck down sweet coffees very often. And so, you know, at least he's aware. But yeah. All right, you guys, I really am going to go. This says 224 minutes. Well, 60 and 60 is 120. Is that 4 hours and something? Oh my gosh. 60 and 60 is 120, so that's 240, 224. I'm 20 minutes shy of 4 hours or something like that. All right, good night, everyone. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming over. And I love you guys. You're my family. I mean, I have my sister and my family here and some good friends, you know, a few. I'd rather have a few good friends in my life than a whole bunch of just people that are on Facebook or friends like that. Do you know what I mean? So thank you. Thanks so much. Bye, you guys. Night, night.